boy.
I'll change it next week. I promise.
There we go. Hello! Welcome back. It is, in fact, Raold. As you can possibly tell, we're a little decimated today. We're a little decimated because, unfortunately, Jake's not well, so we are missing Jake. In fact, just most of us are not well. The household of us has coronavirus. We're fine. We just have coronavirus. I guess this dates when this is from. It's 2021, guys. Coronavirus. The Fugoff household has coronavirus and it's bad.
I didn't realise the context of that for a hot second, so I was just like...
It's all of our last names mashed together. That's not what is going to happen if we get married. That's not what we're going to do.
Sounds like that town in Wales.
Yeah, it does. It's that town in Wales. But yes, Jake is not well, and also Leo has moved to China now.
Bring them back.
Please
deport them home.
So, unfortunately, with the 8-hour time difference and them going to work and us all also going to work, makes planning sessions at all really hard. So, unfortunately, due to that, Naren has had to leave the party and Leo has had to drop out of the campaign. And we shall miss them so very much because they were so good and so important to us. But yes, as I have just said, we will do a little bit of at least context for the rest of the party members. So, having said this, having done that, it is Growold. It is Wednesday. It is the end of Hathor's arc. You guys did get your level up early, mainly because nothing's going to happen in this session that it means you couldn't have it, and it was more fun for Hathor to get it because Hathor got his level in Phoenix Soul Sorcerer. Because last session, you guys were infiltrating the house of Cydrol Wakenshaw, and you found a secret pocket plane, and you were like, well, shit. Probably should check out what the fuck's going on in there.
And then we did.
Well, first you then were like, okay, let's use this secret magic item to take a long rest because we might die. So some of you took a short rest, some of you didn't take any rest, and some of you took a long rest, and managed to gain back enough power to not die. Though you did end up with quite a rough fight. You ended up talking to Cydrol, who had realized you were there, and followed you into the portal where you'd found his spooky pocket dimension with several permanent teleportation spells / summoning ritual circles. Had a conversation with him where he'd been a bitch. Had a conversation with the fiend who he had been summoning, the devil by the name of Bitterbreath, who had also been a bitch. Bitterbreath offered Hathor everything he wanted, a cure for his sister Persephone in exchange for his soul. And Hathor had been like, no, think not. So you ended up attacking both Bitterbreath and Cydrol, and after a very hard one fight, you managed to succeed in killing both of them.
Hathor blew him up!
He did. Hathor went down, I believe. Ezra went down, and I believe Luther went down.
Everyone went down. I got them up again. You will never stay down. You must always live.
Cacula was very effective at not getting people be dead.
Did I get Ezra up? I think I did.
You did, because Kitto is being nice to Ezra these days.
Thank you.
I want that on record.
I mean, it is on record.
It is on record because the rest of the thing is recorded.
I
want it on this record as well.
It's on multiple records now.
I will have it also on record that I also gave haste back, so therefore we owe each other nothing, so we can be evil again.
Kitto and Ezra are maybe at a nice impasse. Should we go with that?
We're getting there.
You're getting there. But yes,
adversary to acquaintances.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Colleagues.
rather
Push.
colleagues rather than enemies. Going
To
places.
colleagues.
Going places, isn't it?
And they were colleagues. Oh
ooh,
my god, they were colleagues.
colleagues. So after that, you guys are like, wow, okay, what the fuck are we gonna do about Cydrol's dead body? We're just gonna leave it here and walk off. So you did. Out of character, I guess, because it won't matter because you guys are just about to leave the city. This will have no negative impacts for you, because Zeraphine is gonna find the body and be like, "Oh no, guess he's dead."
Yeah, but like, you
Time to
probably
take
have a
out the
health
trash.
insurance policy, so she probably has to report it.
Yeah, she will. She'll be like, and then she'll report it to the guards and be like, "My husband, he was doing terrible things with fiends."
I just
And they-
realised that like work has got me saying things like, "Oh, I bet this character has a life insurance policy."
I mean, insurance
Not
doesn't
work.
exist.
Kim's husband.
We
it surely does. Rules of it is a different time, but like you can't just decide that there's like a banking system but no financial instruments. No. Anyway, kill me now. Carry on.
This is like
Go on, Ruth.
the historical costume debate that Gabriel and I had at Aleks, and they were like,
But worse.
Money is a construct. That's that. Sorry.
we'd be like, well,
we're working on a gold bullion system here. Like,
Still money.
Should we work on
I
the
mean,
blues?
it
I
is.
don't know if there's life insurance policies in ancient Rome.
probably were.
I'm gonna Google that while you carry on.
Yeah,
Actually,
sorry.
I should be able to answer that question, and probably yes. I mean, I did get a degree in that. I think so. There are definitely credit systems in Rome, and there is definitely also banks. So probably. Anyway, irrelevant of Cydrol's possibility of having a life insurance policy. It's not going to have any impacts on you because Zeraphine hated him.
Please
and
use your.
We'll just use it as a
proper name.
reason to get out of the marriage.
Seraphine's husband.
Yeah. Zeraphine will be like, "Oh, how terrible. I'm now going to put on my very attractive gowns and talk to the guards about how my husband got killed and murdered by fiends. Oh no." And she,
My husband was in that house.
yeah, she really does not give two shits about him, so it's fine. Anyway,
Oh no. Anyway.
you went back to Rosanna's, and nobody is there. It is a quiet, like 10:30, 11 a.m. at Rosanna's. And you briefly had a view from Galio, who was like, "Wait, Luther, are you alive?" And Luther was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I go down all the time. Don't worry about it." And then he vanished again because he doesn't want to have awkward conversations with Kitto. And then it was midday on the 27th of Brian, and it is quiet in the house of Rosanna Ermik. Now, you guys are way too early for a long rest, despite how exhausted you feel. So, what would you like to do? Is there anything you want to do before I start getting a couple of things rolling?
Ezra will put Damocles back together after
Yes, you can.
crying for
After
about
crying.
an
That's
hour.
a good point. You wandered off to put Damocles back together a little while ago. How long did you spend staring abjectly at the letter from your mother?
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20.
Question is it long enough for Cacula to get worried and come and try and ply you with tea?
Yeah, that's my.
That's the question, really.
D20 plus 5 for the minutes. Oh shit, 25 minutes.
Well,
Oh god.
okay. Yes, it is definitely long enough for Cacula to get worried and come and try and ply you with tea. So, Cacula,
Yeah.
after about 20 minutes have passed, you're like, there's no clanging sounds coming from Ezra's room. There's usually clanging sounds.
Now, I don't know much about engineering.
But there should be
That-
clanging sounds.
There probably should be clanging, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll like tootle on. He hasn't really had time to suss out what Ezra's favourite tea is yet, so he's going to go for his Old Faithful peppermint. Tootle on up, just do a little.
That sounds like a favourite.
Ezra, I bought you some tea. Is everything all right? I know I don't really have much, mechanical know-how, but I can go and be impressed.
Door's unlocked. You can come in.
Oh, great. We're in the Australian bush.
Ooh,
This
I like
music
it.
is so jazzy.
This is Ezra's current theme.
I like it.
Is it? It's so
Though I
dramatic.
don't feel it's appropriate for this conversation, so I'm going to switch it to Cacula's
I was
current.
gonna say it's pretty jazzy.
It's very jazzy.
Yeah, we've just my mum's dead.
We'll switch it to Cacula's current theme,
Lose a parent too.
which is Thank You Lucky Stardate, which is less jazzy.
You thought
Oh.
it was Ezra, but it was me,
Oh.
Dio.
Just taking a trip out to
Sorry.
the Australian bush. Yeah. Okay. I feel like with Cacula's passive perception, he'll be able to tell that Ezra has been crying. Thoughts?
Agreed. The council agrees.
Oh. Is he alright? I'm sure we can find someone to help put him back together.
Oh no, it's not that. I took him apart and found a letter. I think when Damocles got hit by that blast that took him out, it disabled the magic on this little stone, and I'll hand it over, the stone, like the little rune stone, to let Cacula have a look at.
It's about it's about this big. Kind of warm to the touch. I don't know. It looks like some stones. I don't know if you want to make a check on it. Oh, it's up to you.
Sure.
You can make an arcana.
Cacula likes understanding what's going on. He
Make an
might
arcana
not be
check.
able to, but let's give it a go.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
I was
Ezra
thinking
just-
in my head, go on, roll a natural 20.
Ezra describes it as a rune stone, and you're like, this stone doesn't have any fucking runes on it. What do you mean it's a rune stone? Also, it's a perfect shape. Like, it is definitely not a naturally forming rock, because it is perfectly, like, ovoid, egg-shaped. It's also warm. Rocks shouldn't be warm. What Ezra had assumed were runes appear to be very faint markings. More like claw marks.
I don't think this is a moonstone. Look, I think these are claw marks. Is this an egg? Does that? No. No. That's
Ezra,
foolish.
you know that this has no mechanical benefits to making Damocles run.
Yeah.
It was just inside him.
It doesn't make a difference to Damocles and how he runs. If you want to keep it to look more into it, you can. Like, I don't mind, but I know whatever it is was hiding a note.
Right. Yes, sorry, yes. I'll look at that later. What is it? And he'll come sit down next to you and put the tea on the table.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing with the stone?
Putting it in my pocket.
Okay. I needed to know where you were putting it. Putting it into the bag of holding would have been a bad plan.
Oh.
I mean, Cacula thinks this is an egg. He's not going to put it in a pocket plane.
That's fine. I'm just making sure you're not going to put it in a pocket plane.
No, he's in fact putting it in his front pocket so it can kind of stay nice and warm.
That's fine.
You know you have someone in your party who can cast Identify.
That's where he's going to take it. But he's
Okay.
like, I've got to
We'll
right
finish
now.
with
Someone
Ezra
has emotional
first.
needs.
Yeah.
Well, it's a letter. It's a letter from my mother, who I've now just found out is called Wren, and that she was lost in the Stygian forest.
Oh,
Um,
Ezra, I'm so sorry.
it's fine. It'll take a bit of time, but I never really knew her, but it's nice to know that she didn't leave us willingly.
I
At
understand
least,
that.
yeah, and that, well, she had a sister, and the weirdest part is she's not from Utopia. She's
Yeah, you're right. Utopia's right.
yeah, she's not from Utopia.
How did she get here then?
I'll hand the letter over.
I will give you access to the letter in case you wish to refresh your memory.
I think I maybe remember.
Yes.
Ezra, are you sure? I don't want to kind of invade your privacy or anything.
I trust you, and I mean, I think at this point, I'm a lot better off trusting people to help out, as you've always done. And in this case, trying to find out that she came from somewhere else, it's better to put it to the group, eh?
Mm.
I don't mind, honestly.
You know, have we received the sending yet that we're going to be leaving in a week?
At this point, Hathor is currently receiving the sending message.
Okay.
However, you are talking at the same
Okay.
time.
That's fine, that's fine. And Frostlion said that they'll be ready with the ship soon, and if you do want to come with us, then I mean, of course, you'd be very welcome. And we might even be able to stop off in Cloyfilm. Is that how you say it?
I think. I'm trying to remember the audio narrative that was in my head last week, but
I mean, you wouldn't know any more than I would. So.
No, however, it is pronounced Cloyfilm.
Cloy Shullum.
No.
Fill,
Phil or Shull.
like filling in.
Yeah, like
Okay.
fill in. Cloyfilm.
Like
Cloyfilm.
I'm gonna give you a filling
Yeah,
in.
it's phonetic.
What?
It's
Okay.
like filling. Like I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you a filling in.
We
Okay.
can stop over there and see if her family's still there.
I would like that. I'll need to talk to my family,
Of course.
and I think even if I didn't want to go, Ruben deserves an answer, and yeah, and Alexi as well. So yes, if we're going, I'll come with. I mean, I don't know if they'll understand, but I don't know if Frostlion will know Cloyfilm. But at least we know that there's islands called McKennia. And one of them's Cloyfilm, and we can work from there, right?
Yes, exactly. We can find it from wherever we go. I'm sure. Even if it takes a while, we will find it.
Aye.
Forgive me for. I hope that you don't think of this as kind of filling over your pain or anything like that, but I lost my parents as well when I was very young, and nobody knows what happened to them. I suspect it was something to do with the Underground Railroad as an adult, but I have no proof.
Right.
And I don't know if I ever will. So,
No.
from one somewhat parentless child to another, I'm so glad that she found you. Even if it wasn't in the way that we would wish. And I will do everything I can to try and help you find your family.
I mean, Can I give a silver lining to what you've just said?
Sure. Although, please don't worry about me. I'm not upset about it, really. It's just, the way my life is.
Well, the silver lining to what you've just said is that you don't know for sure, which means that there's still a very good chance that, things are good, right?
True.
And hey, as you guys have had my back, I'll have yours if you want to go searching.
Thank you. Maybe one day, but for now, I didn't have a family for quite a long time after my caretaker left. But I have you all now, and I'm happy to let them rest wherever they are for the meantime. But my point is, I will help you. Please don't worry about that. Drink your tea. You need to rehydrate.
Ez will offer a hug, actually. It's very much
Cacula
kind of...
loves hugs. He's gonna take
Cacula's
that
always
hug.
about hugs.
He's
Yeah.
always about hugs.
Juno will continue to be fucking adorable. And love.
Oh, no, she won't.
No, she won't. Bye, mother.
Yeet!
Could be
But
someone
Don't
came
call
in.
me cute. I'm a fierce creature.
She was
Exactly.
being
Only
so
cute.
cute. She kept
Oh.
looking up at you like pets, pets, pets. I'm like, I will perish for you, tiny, 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 fluffy child. Okay, very
And
good vibes.
One,
As this is
one-
occurring. Oh, go on. Sorry.
one final bit, sorry, super quick. When Damocles wakes up, imagine, when dogs tend to get a bit hyper when you don't walk them for a while?
Yeah. Or like when you come home.
I don't know how long it'll feel like for Damocles, but I think this is the longest he's been out. So maybe I'd say it'll be done in about half an hour. So I'd say probably hide the breakable things. He'll be very happy to see you all.
We'll be ready. Don't you worry. We can kind of try and funnel him into the garden. There's a nice big tree. You can go and kind of run around that a little bit. Some good big logs.
I think he'll try and break it down, but
Right. Okay.
he'll just be very friendly.
I'm sure the children who come later will love that, and he will have plenty of entertainment if he can only hold off for a couple of hours.
Oh yes, he is child safe. He's fantastic around kids. So yes.
Right.
I'll let you get going.
I'll leave you to it, but you know where I am. You know where we all are.
Aye, and thank you again. It
Always.
means a lot.
Squeeze shoulder. Leave room. Get egg out like, oh!
Egg!
God! Egg! New baby friend!
Delicious breakfast.
Wow!
Egg.
As this is happening, Hathor, Kitto, you've returned from your sad walk. You are back. And you spoke to Cacula. Is there anything else? Are you just kind of vibing now?
If I think vibing, probably like on bed.
Okay, just
because tired.
Because sleepy. Yeah, it's been a long day already. Hathor, what are you doing? Are you looking through spells books?
Yeah, the items that we acquired and
Yes, you were looking through all that stuff. So
organizing.
You've just finished looking through the items. You've just finished identifying everything and organizing all of the stuff and the spell books that you found. When there's a little ping in the back of your head, and you hear oh, hi, me again, as usual. Captain wants to see you. Like soon? Now? You know where we are. spirits on the door. Keep an eye out. Bye. The ever-present voice of Atri, and the ever terrible at using sending spells voice of Atri appears in your mind. But before you can act on that, I'm not, as I say, I wasn't going to RP this. However, I just do want to let you know that before you act upon that, there is a knock on the front door of Rosanna's house. And Neren opens it, and stood there is Relentless Orvine, the tiefling who you assisted back in Neren's arc. She explains that Kellar Thorman, who was Neren's tutor, the Furbolg half-orc, has been named as head of the monastery after the death of Brienne. Investigation as to what happened there is still ongoing. Nobody knows what has happened yet. Hawthorne seems to, but he's also very resistant to telling anyone anything. And nobody's ever been able to get anything out of Hawthorne if he didn't want to talk about it. But with Kellar being named as the head of the monastery, which is rare, some soul monks aren't that common, he has named, in lieu of Neren being there, he named his assistant, as it were, as Relentless. And she took the post with the condition that they begin to work on making the monastery a slave-free place. Kellar has agreed, but Relentless is realizing that this is far more work than the two of them can do. Neren has the knowledge, the people, and also the drive. Relentless asks Neren to come back to the monastery with the promise that it is this time to do good and to free all of the slaves there. Unless you guys have any questions for Relentless.
Cacula will obviously just make clear to Neren that, like, he will be
Always.
in touch,
Yeah.
and if he needs anything,
Yeah.
And Neren gives each one of you a hug and a smile, and you know where to find me, and don't be strangers. And goes with Relentless to continue to do the work that he always wanted to do, making the monastery the place he always wanted it to be. We love and miss you, Leo.
best boy!
We love you.
So that is that dealt with. But yes, Hathor, you now have the captain wants to speak to you.
I thought we'll tiredly go. Hi, Atri. Yeah, sure. Be down sometime soon. Probably today. Probably now. We'll keep you updated.
You don't get a response.
It's like a magic 8-ball level of,
Maybe
of
something
patience.
will happen.
Could
Probably
be.
today. Probably now.
Ask again later.
Oh yeah, whatever.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah. Do you want to go speak to the others?
Yeah, I'll tell them that.
No. Fuck you all.
No,
Just Hathor.
Hathor would like to go downstairs, see if he can try and find everybody, or like call them into the group vicinity, and then cast Fireball.
Then Hathor drinks the potion and explode himself.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect.
Hathor gets in the middle, drinks the 9th level Fireball spell. potion.
And kills everyone instantly.
No,
Very good.
Hathor will explain that Atri wanted to us to go and see Frostline and the rest of the crew some point soon. Didn't sound urgent, but I reckon we should probably head off. if we've got the time today, but I don't know how tired people are.
It's up to you.
And
So it's really hard to tell like body language when I can't see Moon's face and Niimi's facing the other way. I'm like,
Sorry. I'm
It's
writing my
okay.
notes for Leo.
oh, very valid.
So don't worry, I am listening, I promise you.
hmm We'll just stare at Hathor.
silence. Oh go. Okay, you've all been possessed.
You tired?
Cacula is looking at the rock.
Cacula's just holding like a round ovoid rock.
Frost Lion, cold. Did you hear a word?
Sorry, Ezra gave me this rock. I'm pretty sure it's an egg.
Go put it in the egg basket?
No.
I mean, it's way bigger than a normal egg.
That's a fucking big omelette.
Like, it's not a small egg.
Do not. No. And then
You know what they say?
He's in the inner pocket of his coat and give it a little pat.
You know what they say? If you want to make a good omelette, you got to lose your mother.
You didn't specify anything. You just like found this rock. I think it's an egg. Hathor's like, go put it in the egg basket. Use Rosanna when she tried to crack it and figures out it's a rock.
What does Frostline say?
That he wants to talk to us.
Oh,
Do we want to go today?
well, we best. And he'll
Will you
start
ever-
like getting his scarf on.
Okay. We all
In
wanna
summer,
go?
you don't need a scarf.
Start taking it off.
I can just go. People seem a little bit out of it.
No, I'll come with you.
I'm guessing you want to stay here and continue to work on Damocles as.
I'll still need to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to.
That's fine.
Do you want me to?
Kitto,
I'll
What?
come.
It's-
Are you sure you want to go, Hathor? You had a
You
bit
could
of a
always
morning.
message Atri back and ask how urgent it is. You know, you have that ability.
do I? Let me check how many spells I've got.
You've definitely taken enough of a short rest to have arcane recovery, Ka.
Okay, and I've got 2/3. That's fine.
There you go. You could just message Atri back and like, how urgent is this? Like, you don't have to do it now.
I think Hathor will be like, no, I'd like to go see them, and doing something will make me feel better, so let's go.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we could pick up some cheese on the way back. Sure.
Yes.
So do
I
you go?
think we deserve cheese.
Do you go up to the sky docks?
Cacula take a mess.
Yeah. What is happening here? Is Cacula high right now? Did he make some marijuana?
Cacula
No.
has the munchies.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just he's on the come down of a lot of adrenaline, okay?
Yeah, it's very fair.
Yeah.
Hathor, I need you to make me an int save to see if you remember where the secret hidden entrance to where they're building a warehouse is.
Do
Why
I really, DM?
Yes, you do with advantage. It's
Frostline
specifically
said that
hidden.
someone is waiting outside.
Spirit.
Intimidation.
Int save with advantage.
Int save with advantage.
You know, I took a feat for this.
Just make me the save. Just shut the look. It's fine. You find it.
Double 23.
I know you took a
feat
feat for this, but it's specifically a hidden space, and you've been through a lot in the last like 48 hours. Okay.
Getting your hidden spaces mixed up.
But does he take it next time?
It doesn't take you very long to find the space. Hathor, you have a very good memory, and you go and you walk straight up, and yes, Spirit is stood outside, and for a second you're like, huh? Because Spirit is standing so still you would swear he's part of the wall. But then you realize it's Spirit, and it's fine. You're just very aware suddenly how Warforged would actually be very good at being stealthy, because if Spirit stands really still, he's basically completely camouflaged.
Good for him.
He like raises a hand and waves you over. Captain said he wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Are things all right?
Oh yes. No, it's more good news, not bad.
Oh,
He
okay.
says and opens the door inwards. Gives you a wave. He's should be around here somewhere. And you head back into the warehouse that was underground. And last time you'd been in, the new ship was being constructed. Now most of the frame is done. You've been away for a couple of days dealing with all of Hathor's stuff, and most of the frame is completed now. Like, it is starting to actually look like a ship rather than like some planks of wood, which is quite impressive.
Nice.
It doesn't actually take you very long to find Frostlion because you can hear him. He's having what appears to be not an argument, but a spirited debate. They're very much agreeing, but it's very like het up enthusiasm with Fenrir.
Hat. What's going on?
Fenrir and Frostlion heterosexual? I don't think so.
They're heterosexualing
You
together.
have to believe me. And Frostlion is going, I do.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's very much less of a like argument and more of a like spirited conversation. And
Yeah.
you find them quite easily. And Fenrir stood in front of Frostlion. He's you know, one hand on his shorn head, and he's like, I swear to you, Captain, we have to go south. I promise with everything I have, south is the way we need to go. And Frostlion goes, I understand. And I trust you. Like, I would be incredibly stupid not to trust the paladin of the traveling god, who is also my second in command, Fenrir. If you say we go south, we go south. Ah! Hello. He looks over Fenrir's shoulder, and Fenrir goes, ah! And spins around and kind of gives you a gesture. Sorry, didn't realize you'd come in. And Frostlion goes, you are literally the quartermaster now, Fenrir. It's kind of your problem to be involved in these kind of conversations. And Fenrir stops. Sorry, I'm not used to the new role. Hi. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
The ship's looking great.
Thank you. That's kind of why we asked you to come. You're a little bit low. Only the three of you.
Yeah.
You also look like you've been put through a wood chipper.
It's been a very long morning.
2 days.
Okay. I won't keep
So
you
where is Luther, like, in game?
Lucer's probably stayed back at Rosanna's.
Fair enough, yeah, cool.
Luther's probably gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, Luther's gone bonk. Luther is...
Fair enough. Yep.
Really, I should just start sending my own sending messages. Actually, is always wonderful, but I really didn't need you to be here like now. I could have just anyway. The point is, we'll be ready to go in a week.
Okay.
You have 5 days to decide what you're doing.
Wow.
I need to know whether or not you're coming within 5 days, and how many of you are coming, so that I can prepare supplies.
Yeah.
As you heard, we're going south. Fenrir just goes, I keep having these dreams, and there is this feeling in my gut. There are things south.
No, I agree with South. South's generally warmer, right?
I mean, yes, from here, everything is warmer than here, to be honest.
Yeah, so, I mean, we wouldn't really want to go over the mountain range. We're better aiming towards low for the...
Is there a reason you want to go warmer? I mean, east and west are also functional. We would be going over the sea there. This way we're going over the forest. It's slightly more dangerous, kind of the point.
Yeah, we had a albeit brief interaction with a devil this morning, which is why we look like we've been put through a wood chipper.
Right.
Who said he was from the city of Vagras.
Right.
He was very insistent, was not in the hells.
I mean, with current plane of thought, I guess that makes sense.
I just had a conversation with Ezra that I think would be quite relevant to this conversation, but it is quite personal. So I shan't dive too much into it. It's more his place than mine. Just that there are some islands he thinks exist that he would quite like to visit. I don't know what direction they would be in, but it wouldn't have to be now. Also, on my own personal questions, I would also like to go south, because well, it was quite a long time ago actually, when I was about 13. I read about, so essentially, there's a spot in the lower half of Geralt where the moons are visible about 4 hours before they are anywhere else on the entire planet, essentially. And I don't know if there's any land there, but a lot of very well-respected astronomers have speculated that if you were to go there, and if there is land there to land on, as it were, it would be quite fantastic.
If you can give us the coordinates, Cacula, we can start aiming there.
I don't know if I can, but I will do my best.
Okay. I have no idea how long this is going to take. We're taking supplies for 8 months. And if we don't find anything in 4, or anything that looks like it should be anything...
Hey, we've got this one. Enough food and water, roughly.
I can help with that.
Okay.
We're not going to starve to death. That's the wrong accent.
Yes,
I was like,
who
you're just
is
mirroring.
this?
No, you're mirroring Frostfire.
Stop mirroring me!
And me.
God,
Who are you?
damn it!
Oh yes, now we all talk like that.
Now we all talk like this.
Making fun of me.
Okay.
Gabriel's got such aggressive ADHD that it's leaking into game.
Well, I will speak to the crew then. And if you can continue to provide us food and water, I may be able to extend our... We're not turning back until at least 6 months. We do have to have a contingency plan in order in case we literally find nothing. Though I would hope there is something out there. There has to be something out there, right? We can't be the only thing on this godforsaken rock.
From what Ezra just told me, I very much think there is. I'll get him to have that conversation with you very soon. I think it would be mighty interesting to you.
Well, I'll be here. As we will.
Is there anything you do need?
He looks at Fenrir and Fenrir goes, and Fenrir goes, I know that's my job. That's my job, right? And
You can get back to us.
Yes.
Yes, it
You're
is.
very
I
busy.
was mostly asking because I know, not to poke a sore point for any of us, but I know that we are down a healer on the crew, and I would be very happy, well, quite honoured actually, to fill that role if you would have me. And I can go get my own supplies. It wouldn't cost you anything.
I don't need your answer whether or not you're coming with us now. But if you're willing to give it, I will take it.
Well, it would depend on what everyone else says, but I'd very much like to come. And I think Neren will not. He's
I understand.
just been offered a good position in the monastery that will let him do what he's always wanted to do. And I doubt that he would leave before starting.
He knows enough people out here if we can help. I
Yes,
recently heard some gossip going around that an old friend of mine has his father's. Didn't realise Sleet Sparrow had children. Nor that I had met him before Sleet Sparrow had. I did not want to explain that to him.
Do
Understandable.
rumours travel fast among Sky Pirates?
Yes. I didn't know about Tyr either. I'm sorry.
Hathor will just turn around and walk off.
Okay, that's so split parent.
Still a bit of a spiky subject. Okay. I'm going to yes.
Chase Hathor.
Essentially, yay, and also talk later. Bye.
What about you?
Eating grape.
Eat the grape! God damn it, Kitto!
Kitto goes, eat the grape.
What about you? Eating a grape.
How big's that dick? Eating a grape, leave me
Eat
alone.
the grape, leave me alone!
Talk about my day.
So can we not just talk about my dick?
Stop. Short answer's probably yes. Long answer is it's been a weird morning, a bad morning. Well, sure it could have gone worse. I should probably talk to my sister, and but
Emperor is here.
yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. It's just been quite eventful, and now I don't think I wanted to come anyway. I also don't think I have a choice now but to come.
He leans forward and takes your hands in his, which is quite odd considering that he's way much taller than you, so his hands are significantly larger than yours. His big scaled paws. He places them in your hands. You know that if you didn't want to come, we could find a way to get you out of the city.
No, I thank you. I appreciate that a lot. But I do.
I'm glad.
I'm also interested in what's out there. I don't necessarily think I share your optimism, but
I would not have expected you to. That would have felt out of character.
what is that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what that means.
Well, it's slightly infectious, though. So with a curiosity, at least.
I'm glad.
But yeah. We killed a family member of mine this morning.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah. It's a long story, and probably not my story to tell either.
How about 2 days' time? You meet me at the Giggling Drake. I'll
Okay.
tell you the story.
As much as I can, but
As
yes.
much as you want to.
Okay. We'll go and
Speak to your
find
sister.
Joanna. Yeah.
I'll tell what you need to.
Thank you. The ship does look great, by the way.
She needs a name.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not particularly I feel like that's Cacula's job.
That's Cacula's job. Okay. Well, when you go back with them, tell them that I want an answer within 5 days and I want a name.
Okay.
Whether or not you're coming. I need to have it properly engraved and mounted.
Everything must be just so, mustn't it?
She's my ship.
Well, she's a good one.
I'm very proud. Yes. Tell Ezra that at some point actually would love to poke his brains about some various stuff if he's not busy, but I understand if he has had a rough time.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yes, I will talk to Ezra. Yes. Kitto will gently back off and wander away.
Frostlion will nod and then catch sight of something happening over your head and go, Toran! And immediately stands up and goes, Torrance, I! And you get a moment of like, oh wait, no, where Torrance is like holding this massive piece of like wood and is clearly struggling, like it is clearly way too heavy for him. And he's the Minotaur. And like, yeah, you slide out as the crew go back to their continuous work. Okay, so I have asked you all of this anyway, but yes, you now have 1 week. I'm gonna do a whole load of things because everybody gave me information and it's a lot of shit. So we'll probably do a bit of skipping around in the week thing because actually mainly people just told me conversations they wanted to have rather than like anything of interest.
Rude.
That was not what I meant at all.
I know, but it's what you said.
I'm so sorry.
I see how it is.
Oh, be RP they wanted to do. It's cool. Like fighting
My
with
player.
spider.
All these
Conversations.
players.
Conversations they wanted to have rather than temporal locks.
Yep. Got it.
I just meant you didn't give me
Kitto will be talking to Ezra quite soon.
Yes, okay, so
Yeah,
we'll
no
do
job.
that first. Okay, actually, yeah, we'll do anything after this conversation, and then I'll go into the like more amorphous stuff. Okay, so
Gabriel, you had your hand up. Do you want to?
Hathor, what was the thing?
It was there will be a conversation that has to happen today because it will be the first time that Rosanna is seen throughout the day.
Yes, I will do that. Do not worry. We
But-
may skip around time-wise, is my point.
That's fine. I do
but
not have
yes.
to be first.
Also, can I ask a little question?
Of course.
Gabriel, was your like vigorous nodding because you want to talk to Frostlion about Cydrol? Or
No,
is it just
my
you're just
vigorous
feeling?
nodding was, it is absolutely fine for you to talk about it. Hathor and Gabriel both are like,
Oh, okay. No. Well, like Hathor wasn't there. I just thought I was like, I shouldn't talk about this, and you were like, Okay.
no.
Okay, cool. I got the
Gerald's like,
opposite
yeah,
message.
Ruth, don't talk.
No.
Just don't talk.
That was it is absolutely your
Yeah.
place to talk about this.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry, that was what was. Sorry,
He's
carry on.
your uncle, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kitto and Hathor and Cacula, you head back with the information that you have been given by
I'm like patting Hathor to soothe
to soothe him from
the gossip.
admittedly, you think actually may have mentioned it if anybody else knew. It is very possible it is only Frostlion who knows this information. And captains talk to other captains is kind of
Not
point.
that.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily that other ships always.
It's possibly gossip on the ship that Tyr is on.
Yes, but it's unlikely to be gossip on everybody's ship.
Yeah.
It is
that
much more
is what
likely that
that-
Frostlion knows about it because also Frostlion has a very close relationship with Cloudwolf.
That is what Cacula will be saying. Like, probably just on the ship that Tia is on. I mean, they don't have much to do, really, do they?
Also, you already knew it was gossip on that ship. Quoban brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just don't want to think about it.
I understand.
There's lots
So
of
it doesn't feel good to have other people thinking about it either, let alone talking about it.
Yeah. You know?
Well, hey, if you do decide to come, I've got a couple of months to think about it.
I don't know. There's some conversations that need to be had. And we'll turn around and be like, turns around and stops dead in the street and like looks directly at Kitto standing in front of him like, I need to talk to Galio.
Okay.
You have been warned. And then walks off. Continues walking.
Cacula will kind of like loop his arm around Kitto's and just be like, there's so much going on in this group, really, isn't there?
It's like Wait, what time is it? I assume before midday.
It's like no, it is just about midday. It's maybe 12:30 at this
I mean,
point.
we haven't even had lunch yet.
I know.
Lunch.
I'm done. I'm done with it all.
Lunch.
Yeah. Do you want to go get lunch?
I really do. Can we please get lunch?
Mm.
Can I come get lunch?
Hathor, come get lunch.
Yeah, I'll come get lunch.
You're looking stormed off.
Slope
As he
back.
comes back, Cacula will be like, "Where were you going?"
I don't know. I'm confused.
What
My
do you need
favourite
to...
thing is Hathor did exactly the thing that Gabriel does when you suggest he does something that he really wants to do but doesn't want to do it. Yes, I'll get lunch.
So this could be as they are eating or getting lunch, whatever.
Yes.
What about Persephone?
Yeah. Look, if she really what he said was true, I can't leave.
I understand.
As do I. And if you want help trying to find something,
Mm-hmm.
you have mine.
We have a very easy way to check. I just need to get in touch with him.
I mean, I wouldn't trust him. Not Galio,
Yeah.
he would have said anything to try and get you to do what he wanted you to do. Well, Galio will.
Mm.
But just know that, yes, I want to see the moon and all of that nonsense, but it's not as important as you and helping you.
I feel like I maybe made the selfish choice. Not, I guess, partially for myself, but also I would have been signing up to be a devil for all eternity. And you know how devils eat is by entrapping other people in contracts. The idea of living the rest of my life preying off of desperate people revolted me to the point that I just couldn't take it.
I mean, obviously, I don't know her as well as you. But I doubt that Persephone would want that for you either.
It didn't necessarily matter what she wanted, I guess. I just wanted her to have the choice.
I understand. We'll find something.
Yeah.
And you'll find that on your own. Well, not on your own, but without whatever he was offering you. You don't need that.
Yeah.
You deserve better than that, and so does she. And we can find it together. Anyway, eat.
Oh, I have
What was that? I said eat, and you went schlop.
You slopped the tea.
All for lunch.
Potato.
Slurp.
porridge. Hathor likes porridge.
Still
Slurp.
likes porridge.
Some little blobs of blue cheese in it.
See, look, see, we're different people because I fucking hate porridge.
Okay.
And
So-
he can taste. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, you wouldn't hate
About
porridge
living out
now,
your
probably.
fantasy. D&D is
gonna say-
about living out your fantasies, like getting 8 hours of sleep and tasting blue cheese.
And liking porridge.
Porridge.
I assume we're heading back after that.
Yeah.
And when we get back, Kitto will try and find Ezra.
Ezra's fixing Damocles.
Clang.
Can
Clang.
I get like
Bang.
what's the read of the room? Can I get a read the room roll, or just what is the vibe?
Roll
Loud.
insight.
The vibe is loud.
Clang, clang. Bang.
I put all my dice away because I want to delete them. Let me find it.
Bing, bong, bang.
Oh, that's a D12.
While he is doing this, it doesn't have to be right now, but Cacula will present Hathor with the rock / he thinks it's an egg and be like, help! But
I decided to try my lovely dice again, my beautiful, deceitful dice, and it did roll me a 3. So the 3 plus something.
Yeah, what's your insight mod?
I think it's +2, but I will double check for you. Character sheet loading dance. Yeah, +2.
Okay.
So 5.
Ezra, are you trying to hide anything specifically, or is it just?
No, literally, the goggles are on, hard work, literally banging away. Like, I can kind of like barely hear anything because I've got like earmuffs on that are like designed to like help lower the sound of the banging.
He
So,
sounds
like-
like banging.
Kitto will just tap him on the shoulder.
Hello.
Sorry, he did purposefully make sure he was out of sight the whole time. So
It was
didn't give you a
actually being
waiver.
a dick about it.
Some things never change. Love it. But yes, don't know what the character that was.
I think it was Nat.
I was going to say, yeah, it's Natalia.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. Everything all right?
Yeah. How's the banging?
He's getting there. You see, his chassis took a bit of a battering. I'm just getting that sorted out now. I prefer fixing him up like this without just casting mending. I know it's easier, but it keeps me sharp. I'll actually kind of like pull up a chair, like the one that's sat next to me. I'm just kind of like, do you want to sit down, or was it?
I just he'll kind of double glance at the chair and then like sit down. Not. It won't take long. Just Frostlion said that actually would like to talk to you. That is what he said, right? My little sick brain.
Yeah, as a general, like,
Thank
would
you.
love to pick his brain and get more mechanical.
Yeah, just in terms of mechanical stuff, and Cacula said something about an island or something, but that it was your business, and we were talking to Frostline about where we might be going. Oh, also, he said 5 days to make a decision, and then
5 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. All right. I'll contact as soon as I can. In regards to that, you don't need to tell them that, but that you know. What's your decision as well? How are you coming with us? I mean, it kind of gives my decision away.
You want to go even though you have people.
Found out 2 things. There's the letter there as well. I don't mind if you want to read it. It's okay. Cacula has as well. Basically, I found out my mother didn't leave willingly. Well, no, kind of did, but she sadly passed away in the Stygian forest, trying to get back home. Home being a different continent.
Wow. Okay.
So she's actually not from here. She's from the islands of Mycenia. I've never heard of it until now, but that.
Okay. That's a lot for a morning, I guess.
Just a bit. That's why I was kind of locking the door after Cacula left, but a little bit. But long story short, Yeah, there's stuff out there. And yes, I've got family here, but I'd also be losing half of it if I didn't go. And I'm pretty sure we've lost the DM.
No, we have got them back
Oh, okay.
with a split second.
Ah, okay, I see. Thank you. But yes, and at the same time, well, my father probably wouldn't want me sticking around in the tavern all day, and Alexei would kill me if I gave up the chance. I need to talk to them, but I believe I know what the answer is. It's just going to be hard saying it. But if I want to go learn and stuff, what better way to try it than now? Being one of the only, ex-students to get out of here and see the world with, a few others, eh?
Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, I will be going, I think, as well. I also need to talk to. Well, I have a sister. I don't know if you haven't met her, have you?
I don't think so, no. Kitto.
Mm?
I hope I don't come across insultingly when I say this. I do not mean it in any way, shape, or form, but I know it's been a hard time for you. I just want you to know that if I can do anything to help, just let me know. I know we haven't seen eye to eye in the past, but I want, I do want to make sure everything's okay. So if there's anything I can ever do, or even Damocles, we're always here, right? Plus, you kicked arse in that final.
I really
against the
didn't.
I mean, I saw how hard you punched the thing. I couldn't have done that.
I think I was distracted because it was.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Look. Show me how you did some of that stuff in the next few days, because it was good. Eh?
Okay. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And well, with the way things are going, maybe we'll have months for me to show you.
Well, sounds good. And I mean, if I'm not picking up on it quickly, then it just means you have a few months of kicking my arse. So I mean, backside. Now we're seeing eye to eye.
Well,
thank you.
We just got some lunch. Do you want some food at all?
I should eat. I can't remember
I think
eating.
Cacula got cheese, largely. We have cheese and porridge for sure.
Oh, that sounds
But
perfect.
probably some other stuff too. I'll see what there is. Just, yeah.
Okay. It means as well that I can at least talk to my family on the way back, so I can come out with you guys and then branch off. It works. It works well. As in afterwards, I'll.
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll.
Wait, we're not going out now.
Oh, okay.
We just got back.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah. And I don't think there's much rush anyway. You should also have some rest.
Okay, I've
like Ezra, it's been 3 hours.
It's been 3 hours because I'm doing this manually. Usually it would take 1 minute in a spell slot. But yes, Damocles will be pretty much about done now, I believe. I'll be out in a minute. I'll just make sure he's up and running. Speaking of running, I think he'll be running all over the place. So just as a word of warning.
I will watch my ankles.
Oh, he'll be friendly. It's more the hair and the head. He'll be jumping at everyone.
Is he hairy?
No, I mean your hair and everyone else's.
Oh, okay. Good. I was like,
he's got
You guys are doing so good. Already we have communication breakdown.
he's got pistons in his legs. He'll be jumping all over the place.
I was thinking, I was picturing him like he actually is. For a moment, he was like a taxidermy little animatronic. Which would have been
Don't
horrifying.
like that. I don't like him as a taxidermy. Bad. We're on mute. Why are you on mute, Gabriel?
When does Niimi put me on mute?
Oh God.
I do conceptually adore the idea that Ezra and Kitto, it's not that they don't actually get along as people, just that they have such bad communication.
They fundamentally cannot have a conversation with each other. They just can't do it.
Do you want some lunch? Yeah, sure, I'll come out with you to lunch. No, we just come back from lunch. Oh. I don't know what we got for lunch. Oh, okay. But yeah, anyway, Damocles will be on in a bit. Oh, okay, I'll watch
Out for the hair. And it's like,
hair, you should worry about
what?
that. Is he hairy? No.
What? It reminds me of that Tumblr post with like the TikTok of those person's parents who had the conversation about the movie of like,
Yes.
oh, do you want to watch a movie? Yeah, let's watch the one with the Mormon. The Mormon? Yeah, you know, the Mormon. And then they watch a Marvel movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I will leave and we'll...
Yeah.
No, you're not thinking of the right person.
Okay, so after that failure to talk to each other,
Oh, great talking!
Oh well.
Yeah, that's the longest conversation they've had
You're
since
doing
they've
it
met.
fine, sweetie.
Damocles is fine. He is full of vibes. He sure is vibing.
Perfect.
Doing like a classic Juno, like run really fast across the room.
There
and
are
run really fast across the room.
so many chairs that are knocked over because there is a very small, very ferocious bulldog just running into them, and then running away from them, and then running into other chairs, and then running away.
Hey,
He seems very fine. He's
No
just
one for him.
real
no.
full of zoomies now.
Ruth, I just came up with a really bad joke. You two are having a better conversation than our other two party members right now. Luther and Darren, because they can't talk to each other.
I thought you meant like me and you.
I was like, what is happening?
Did you eat the egg?
God damn it.
Speaking of the egg, what are you doing with the egg?
I'm just gonna
Identifying it.
yeah, I'm just gonna grab it out of my coat. I'm holding it very gently, like it's an actual like mortal child.
Okay.
And be like, oh, I mentioned this earlier, by the way. Ezra found this in Damocles. He thought it was a rune stone, but I'm pretty sure there's a claw marks. It's kind of warm and very large. I think it's an egg. Can
Drop
you tell me-
identify in the chat for me because I'm not sure whether or not this will apply.
I just want to know if it is an egg, and if it is an egg, I need to go and research on how to keep it alive.
Let's check. Depends whether or not it counts as an item.
Is Kitto in the room for this conversation or not?
Yeah.
Ezra thought it was a
An
rune stone.
object.
Okay, a magic imbued object. Okay, so you cast identify. It is a magic imbued object, considering that it contains a creature of magic. It is an egg. Interestingly enough, Cacula, you're looking after Zadath, are you not? Halfway through Hathor's casting, Zadath gets up from where he'd been napping around your neck and goes in both all of your heads, considering Kitto's also there. What the fuck do you have that?
It was in Ezra's dog.
Casting right now.
What? No! Why was it in the dog?
I don't know.
Still casting.
Put it in the fire!
Oh, okay.
Why?
It's a fey dragon! Ezra, your spell ends about now, and you're like, wait, that's a dragon egg. Oh no, that's a dragon egg! Particular
You mean
form of
Hathor?
dragon egg, but
You mean
Hathor,
Hathor
yes,
spell?
sorry.
Yeah.
It is a particular form of dragon, and you gain the knowledge that it is a fey dragon. They are incredibly rare and never found in Utopia.
So
Zedath seems very distressed by the fact that it is not in the fire.
All right. I'll go. Are you sure this is what it needs?
Yes! It's a dragon egg!
All right. No, all right.
Kitto will look
I-
at Ezra like, so Damocles and a dragon?
I don't know if it was there for safekeeping. It was in its own little compartment. It wasn't the stomach. I have no idea.
Ezra, I
Assumedly,
don't think eggs are kept in the stomach anyway.
I don't know if he might have eaten it somehow by accident. I don't know.
No. Assumedly, your mother put it there.
I
Because
think so.
Hathor said these aren't found in Utopia, so it must be from your mother. So
What?
this egg must be. I mean, how old are you?
Zedath then props up and goes, oh, most dragon eggs incubate for about 100 to 1,000 years, dependent on the form of dragon. I wouldn't try
Alright.
and work out how old the egg is.
Okay.
That wouldn't really assist you.
So here's a thought. Could we put it? Zedath, do you think that if we put the egg back in the compartment in Damocles, it would be warm enough?
Probably.
Because clearly it survived in that compartment for this long.
Yes,
It's
and
still warm.
Hathor, you're like, yes,
It feels alive.
Identify shows you the, like, when you cast identify, sometimes you can see through a magical item, so you can see the way the strands are put together. You can see movements of a small creature within the egg.
well, it's moving.
So it's clearly happy there, and Damocles is a very good guardian.
And
I'd rather
it's
not leave it
also
here for your
a
mother to
fairly
take care of.
warm space within the dog. I would
I mean-
presume it would be fine.
Is that all right, Ezra?
So long as we don't get into any more fights where Damocles goes down,
But I
we
can't.
would have a very, very pissed off. We will still have a very pissed off Fey Dragon mother looking for its egg that we have broken.
Yeah.
Uh,
Break that egg before the dragon is ready to hatch. It will kill the hatchling.
Can't we just
okay.
go somewhere on the ship that's warm?
Keep it
For now,
warm,
I
it will
think we
continue
should
to
put it-
incubate.
I think.
In the heart.
That's a good place to put it.
Okay.
I will see if I can find a box that we can enchant with some kind of heating spell.
Okay, good idea.
You
And
could.
I'm going to use the tongs near the fire for toast
Yes.
to gently put it. Actually, first I will kind of hold it in my hands, and he
Hey,
probably
hey,
will
hey,
not be
hey,
able to speak to
hey,
it. But using
No, give it
speech
to
of-
me. Oh, you talk to it. You do. things
Using speech of beast and leaf, which probably
It does not count
will
as
not
a
help.
beast, it is a dragon.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Draconic creatures have their own separate language. It is draconic, and
It's
also
also that's very
it's,
true.
it's not
But
alive.
Cacula's a big old sap,
Well, it is,
so
but it's not
he's gonna say,
edible.
"Hello, little one. We're just going to pop you in the fire. You'll be nice and cozy. This is Hathor. He's going to take care of you.
I'll just stick my hands in the fire.
Oh
you're fine.
no! Careful! I realise now that might be a foolish thing to say.
Hathor, you
You
now
can
have the
understand my
ability to just
instinctual-
set your hands on fire as a
You
whole
understand
thing.
my instinctual
Hathor
reaction
will
to you
hold
shoving
the
your hands in a
egg.
fire.
Hathor will hold the egg, set his hands on fire, and then put his hands in the fire with the. If the fire is not lit, Hathor will put his hands down in the hearth and light it.
Light the hearth. Yes. I
All
can
right.
do that.
Well, retrospectively, that makes complete sense. But also, you understand why I initially thought that was a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, backtrack. It must not be from Utopia because of your mum.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yes,
Ezra.
I did want that explaining. What is happening?
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Long story short, that note, but the egg. There was also a note hidden inside,
The
which.
egg?
No, the around the egg. The egg.
Around the egg.
The egg was hiding it somehow. I've taken Damocles apart and put it back together countless times, but this time I don't know. The note was just there. But long story short,
So yes, you would have pulled that with the identify. Some kinds of dragon eggs contain minor illusion abilities. So not like the perception filter in Doctor Who. Like technically, Ezra could have always seen it, but unless Ezra was actively looking for something, he wouldn't have noticed it.
It's why Ezra is like, oh, it is a rock, immediately upon looking at it.
Yeah. Eggs like this, especially Fey dragon, which are particularly good at illusion, some dragon eggs contain this mild perception filter illusion ability, which allows them to go unseen and hopefully not be attacked by predators.
Mm.
But yes, continue. That is the thing you would have also picked up with the identifier.
Nice. So, yeah. Long story short, my mother is not from Utopia, as in that letter said. My mother is from somewhere called the Islands of Mekenia, which basically, one, confirms that there is more to the world than just here. And, well, we have a name for it. It's a set of islands. I don't know what direction it is, but it seems that
Another place.
Huh?
It's another place.
Aye, and it seems that my mother had a twin, so it's someone who I potentially could talk to.
You obviously want to try and find her.
Aye.
How did she?
Okay, so she
will
knew.
Explain.
Yeah, Q explain.
I have given everybody access to the letter.
Yeah, everyone can see.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, you explain.
¿Cómo estás? Muy bueno.
Yes.
Do you think maybe this had something to do with the experiment she talked about? You know, she said she was apprenticed to this magic user who was doing some kind of unethical experiment that she walked in on. Do you think maybe it had something to do with this egg and she took it with her?
Maybe.
Stealing a dragon egg would be a very good way to...
And if I were an evil magic user, it would certainly make me want to banish someone to as yet unknown territory.
I think if that's what's happened, then I don't know if Alexi or Rowan or Ruben knew anything about it. I'll need to ask them. I don't think
that's a conversation for you to have, and we don't need to try.
I mentioned briefly to Frostlion that you talked to me about something. I thought it would be best for you to explain, but he would certainly be very interested in what you have to say, because they're not even sure there is life apart from on Utopia at the moment. And
yes, yeah, I'll absolutely do that. I'll talk to my family first. Then I'll go and talk to Frostlion and the rest of the crew. And would I also be able to get a sending to Marilyn Turing?
Yes.
If that's okay,
yes,
just sometime before we leave.
You want to talk to them?
I'm quite close to them, so if that's okay.
Okay.
I got told I shouldn't go near them because it might put them in danger in terms of.
Ah, right. So outside of the schools.
Aye.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell them, and I will cast sending to Meryl.
Okay, right, okay. Qualifying all of this, is there anything else that people want to do specifically around this day? Because that then becomes things that we're doing over the week. No, okay. So where are you putting the egg? Are you
In
just leaving it in the fire?
Hathor's hearth currently.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, like the hearth in our room.
In your room, that's fine. Okay.
And
It
then I
will be
imagine we will
warm
find
there.
some way to bring it with us on the journey.
It was definitely Hathor with your thing. It was definitely being kept alive in Damocles. Damocles's power source. It was close enough to Damocles's power source that it was warm inside Damocles.
Hmm.
Do with that as you will. Okay. So
I just
Has
don't want to
everybody-
take Damocles into combat now.
that's up to you.
A little bit terrified.
So everybody has many a thing to do. So I'm probably gonna flick back and forth rather than doing everybody's things in one go, because everybody has given me a list of like 8 people they want to talk to. So I don't just want to talk to one person for like a long time. Instead, we're gonna start with practical things. Shopping. Are there things people want to buy? And if so, what are they? So that if they need to be negotiated, we can do the RP, and if not, I can just give you some numbers.
I have 316 gold.
Okay,
Second, how many pennies I had?
I'm gonna do a quick run round. Kitto, are there things you wish to buy?
Sorry, can I be slightly later in the run round, please?
Yes, of course. Ezra,
I'm just thank you.
no worries. Ezra, are there things you wish to buy?
Uh,
This is not things you wish to find. I know you wish to go back to the schools and do some other things. That's fine. I will get to that.
okay. Probably. I can't really buy much. No, there's nothing at the moment. No.
Hathor,
Hathor wants to go to Nate's to pick up components, miscellaneous, and components in advance for spells that he would like to learn from the books from Cydrol.
okay.
If he wants to pick up new spells on the journey.
What do you want to get?
Do I have to be specific now? But-
Are there spells in there that have monetary components that you need components for?
I have not checked. Let me double check.
Okay.
We also found like a couple of components boxes.
You
in
found
his
you
office,
found like you
remember?
found the paper and ink. Therefore,
Mm.
mechanically, you have the ability to learn as many spells as you have the paper and ink for.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to buy more paper and ink, i.e.,
Hang
more
on.
components?
We found 5
5.
sets of spell paper and ink. We found 1 component
I've got
bag
them
and
down,
2
baby. I've
two
got them.
okay.
I've got
Okay.
You've got a thing on your character sheet. Where
They're
it
all
says
written
how much
down.
you've got.
I've got 8 sets of both.
Yeah. So you have 8 sets currently. Do you want to get more?
Yes, I think it'd be worth it to go and get more.
How much
They are
more
going to have
do you
like
want?
many months on a ship with
Yeah.
not much to do.
And it's component costs. So
50 gold pieces per spell level.
yeah, so I would, if I wanted to learn a 5th, I would use up 5. If I
Yes.
wanted to learn an 8th, I would use up all of
8.
those on one spell.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So,
Um,
what more do you want to pick up? How much
I-
more do you want?
might be worth it to get it to a nice round even 10.
Okay, so that's another 150 gold.
Yeah.
Anything else you want from Nate?
150?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they 75 for ink and 75 for paper?
No, if you want. Oh, sorry. Yes, 100 gold. I am ill. You can't
It was
ask me to do maths.
It was like, it's jumped 50 gold in price.
No, I am ill and don't have a brain cell.
I'll-
Yeah,
you-
100 gold.
Yeah, I would also like to get. I've got 20 gold pieces worth of incense, but I'll get 2 more sets. So
Okay.
I'll spend
120 gold.
100 gold on that stuff, and I'll spend.
So you now have 10 sets of paper and ink, so you can learn some spells, and you also have 4 casting for Find Familiar,
Yeah.
in case Cheese goes missing.
Yeah.
Or you want to make him something else.
Let me double check something because I've got a raised dead scroll.
That requires a gold.
Diamond.
Requires a diamond, 500 pieces. But I think if you're using a scroll, it doesn't actually require its components.
Oh, okay.
I think. Let me double check. I think if you use a scroll, you don't have to have the components.
Okay. But we can.
Cacula, anything?
Yeah, sorry, hang on a sec. My laptop just shut itself down for no reason, so now I have to open Roll20 again.
Oh no.
Yes, if you cast the spell using the scroll, you do not need the components.
That's fine. We
I
don't
have
need
my
it.
brain cells. Oh, I have my brain cells together. If you would like to ask me the
Yes.
question instead.
Kitto, go.
Yes, I would like to buy like a nice blanket of some description.
Okay.
Like a soft one. This is a gift for Joanna
Okay.
for when she is on the ship.
Okay.
This is it's a gift item.
Okay.
And I would also like my internet to freeze. Hello, am I back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes. And I'd also like to buy a quantity of alcohol because I don't think anyone else on the ship is going to purchase it.
Mm.
Not in the party. If Luther were here.
Yeah, no. So Luther and me together will be like.
We can't
Alec?
hear you, love.
No, can't hear you.
can you hear?
Hello?
Alex?
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 Hello? Alex? Hello? Can you hear? Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
Can you hear?
Hello?
Has the connection just fizzled?
I'll go upstairs and ask.
I was going to say, can you? So I just need to relog into my Roll20.
Oh, the Oracle is
Hello?
the host now.
There we go.
Is it
I
working?
Hey,
don't know what's going on with our internet connection.
I don't know.
the internet's got COVID.
That has not fixed it.
No.
Yeah, has it not? We can hear you and see you fine. I don't think you can hear us, though.
No. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh wow, I'd like some alcohol, please.
You can have some alcohol. Is it fuzzing on your end? Nope, not at all. I had to close Roll20 because it won't let me keep. Ours is working totally fine. We can hear and see you. Just sat there being grumpy with the internet.
Yeah.
I lost you completely.
We could hear and see you.
I wasn't doing anything. I was
Yeah.
waiting for Roll20 to work. It was not doing it. Okay. Yes, you want some alcohol and you also want a nice blanket for Joanna.
I would like to get Joanna a gift, yes. And I would like to keep an eye out for any like Kitto doesn't know much about like fashiony items, but he'll keep an eye out for like some earrings or something for Hathor. I assume Hathor's got his pierced.
Of course.
Or like
it
a
would be here.
bracelet of some
This is
description.
Gabriel's character. Of
I
course.
know, but like still.
Yeah, he does.
Like, your thoughts
Kitto
are valid,
has
Ruth. but
quite a
also-
lot of money, and so would like to get Hathor a fancy gift not purchased by a creepy man.
Very
Wah.
okay. Okay, so
Where did I put my pen?
fancy blanket
There.
will cost you maybe a gold piece for a really nice blanket.
Yeah.
And then alcohol. What kind of alcohol are you looking for? Like wine or brandy or like what are you?
More like Kitto's kind of looking to fund a minibar, and I'm gonna speak for Jake and say that Luther is also like present for this, so it's slightly less sad, even though I would do it anyway.
What would also contribute?
Very fair.
I don't have much.
I don't mean like necessarily financially. I'm just like it could be sad, and
Yeah.
maybe it is a bit, but also it's less sad because Luther's here.
Are you looking to fund a minibar for the ship?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. All right. If you drop 50 gold, I will say you can have like the best fucking minibar on this fucking side of the continent.
Yeah, I will.
You can have
500
beer.
gold because he's a very yes.
Yeah, you can have beer and you can have spirits and you can have wine and you can have everything at top quality.
Yes, because otherwise, how are we going to play Never Have I Ever on the journey?
The journey, yeah, very
like,
fair.
I'm looking out for all of you.
No, you really are.
And for Kitto's bad coping mechanisms at the same time. Two birds.
Okay.
And yes, and something nice for Hathor as well.
Kitto's like, oh no, I'm gonna be trapped on a ship for multiple months with like, I can't like have one night stands with the crew because then I have to see them for the rest of the time. And there's also, you know, Frostline, who I'm vaguely attracted to there. How am I supposed to cope?
Get drunk.
Yes.
Alcohol is the
Indeed.
answer.
Get quote unquote crunk.
Okay.
Crunchy.
Roll me an investigation check. For Hathor's present.
13.
Okay, good. There is in the Lochnan Bazaar fairly nice jewelers. Not as nice as the wonderful jeweler that you slept with in
Fuck.
in the Elven Glades.
Yeah.
But pretty good. And you managed to find these very lovely drop earrings that have inset amber in them, because amber is a fairly common stone found in on the outskirts of Utopia is the city, not the city itself, the actual island. On the beaches, you find a fair amount of amber, and they have these like almost like starburst sun drop earrings that you're like very hassle. Kind of make a nice thing out of the change that Hathor just went through, kind of energy.
Yes. Is there potentially a matching necklace item that I would suggest he gives to Persephone when?
You could definitely get one that is
similar. Yeah,
a similar inset amber with like spikes around it.
Yeah,
you could get the set for, let's say, 20 gold. It's nice.
Okay, so that's total
71 gold.
71 gold.
Yes. Gabriel's doing his happy little face now.
And Kitto will also find Naren and leave Naren 200 gold.
Understood. Naren can definitely use that to assist in the monastery.
Yeah.
That's all you wanted to finish things. What else did you want aside from lots of components?
Dragon egg box.
Okay. Are you asking Nate for that?
I'm asking if he would know anybody who would do enchantment work.
Sure. Quite literally, yes. What do you want?
We're wanting a sort of box. It doesn't necessarily have to come with a lid. Something that would remain heated, quite hot, but not necessarily. You would incubate chicks with.
So guess probably you could enchant something with a fire-based spell.
There's like, I've heard of like rods that you can hold that hand warm.
Yes, rods of warming. You could make one of those into. I guess you could make one of those into a box. I'm afraid
Something
at
like
that point
that,
you're
but on a
less looking
larger
for an
scale.
enchanter and more looking for an artificer.
Possibly.
If you're looking for something along the lines of a rod of warming made into a box, you're more likely to be able to find an artificer who can do that for you.
Okay.
I can speak to my father and see if he has some contacts in the schools who can get that sorted for you.
I actually know Ice Artificer pretty well. It would be getting a hold of the rods of warming.
Oh, I have a rod of warming. If you knew an artificer, he could probably extract information from this. Give me a second to check how much a rod of warming costs.
Sorry.
That's fine. I will just do that right now.
That's fine. Hathor also would like to buy from a bookstore somewhere some reading material and a Sudoku type puzzle book for a long journey.
Roll me an investigation check or a charisma check to see how cheap you can get that.
Is one of the books How to Get Real Strong
Hathor would like
by
several
Grog Strongjaw.
several Sudoku type puzzle books for when he's not wanting to do spell work but is bored. 6 months is a long time.
Okay, give me an investigation check or a charisma check to see how cheap you can get it, basically. Very good. Yes, of course you can. Yeah, very good. You can find them very cheaply. Let's say if you get a lot of them, you can get them all for like 1 gold. Okay, that's a common magical item, so you can get it. Nate likes you, so we'll say Nate will give it to you for 75 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
You can then take that to Ezra, and Ezra then can probably take... Ezra, you have the ability to create common magical items, yes, my beloved?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can then take the Rod of Warming and a box and spend some time and about 50 gold to make it a box of warming.
Perfect.
And we'll get into that 20 gold you should always have on you at all times, lads.
You have 121 gold left. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
We also have 300 gold at the party's disposal.
That's fine.
So
Yep.
that is available to people. And Cacula would have said that before he went off and shopped. Like, if you need money, we have 300 communal gold.
Then finally, Cacula, anything you wish to buy?
Oh, yes, I would like to buy healing supplies. Probably too many.
Okay, are you looking for medical kits? Are you looking for healing potions?
If you need more money, let me know.
Both. I mean, I should be alright. I think I have 200 gold or something for personal funds. And then Cacula, since he is in possession of the bag of holding, will spend party funds on this because people want to live.
Yeah.
I have heard.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, both.
Well, let's start with your usual potion supply. You can get 4 healing potions that are minor, and you can get 4 major healing potions. She's been making major healing potions as your good supplier, your wonderful, wonderful
Woey.
lady who makes potions for you.
How many monies?
50 gold for the small ones, 150 gold for the large ones. Unless you want to try and talk her down. That's up to you, because that is how much their price is.
I am going to say we probably are going to go on a long voyage. Just to let you know, in terms of potion supply, because I'm aware that I have in general...
You are basically my complete customer basis, yes.
Exactly, which is why I'm telling you. We're going on a very long voyage and probably won't be able to buy anything from your lovely shop and your lovely self for quite a while. Having said that, I will take all of these. Well, I suppose maybe not all of them. I don't think I can afford all of them. At least the minors. Probably a major. Probably. Do I have that much? I think I have.
Roll me a persuasion check? I guess.
It's just kind of happening at her.
Yeah, you're just sort of telling her things. You're not really persuading her.
No.
Yeah, no. You're just sort of saying things at her but you
Yeah.
weren't actually persuasive. You just said that you were doing things.
Yeah, I mean, to be
And
fair,
she's like, okay, cool.
Cacula, like, wouldn't really think to persuade her down because he's like, well, you know, that's just the price of things.
Yeah, she's like, okay, cool.
This boy has never needed to learn how to bargain in his life, and it shows. Okay, so how many miners were there again?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
It's how
So-
much it was. I told you how much it was.
No, how many are there?
4 of each.
Okay. So the miners would be 200 gold.
Yes.
Okay. And then the major is at 150
Yes.
each.
So they would be 600.
Okay, well, we're definitely not getting them all then. Okay, so we will get. I'm going to get one major and all of the miners.
Okay. So that is 450 gold. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I can do maths.
So I'm going to take the
No,
miner money.
350 gold. I can't do maths.
It's
350
okay, me
gold.
neither, babe. I'm going to take the money for the miners out of the party fund
Mm-hmm.
and then pay for the major with my own money.
Okay.
So we now have 100 gold in the party fund.
So
Okay, and then hang on a sec. Let me just take that 150 out of my own money.
how is there anything else you want to buy other than literal healing potions?
Like bandages and stuff to make splints.
Okay.
First aid kit stuff.
Do
Yeah,
you
first
have
aid
how
kit
many?
stuff.
Do you have a medical kit on you?
I have a herbalism kit. I have
Okay, those are not the same things.
a use of a herbalism
Do
kit.
you have a proficiency in a medicine kit?
No, I have proficiency in herbalism kit.
Okay. You don't have the proficiency to be able to do that non-magically.
Okay. Well, I won't get that then, but I will. How much would be a herbalism kit be? Or like multiple herbalism kits? They each have 3 uses, so I probably want to get like 1 or 2 more maximum.
Okay. Those are used to neutralize poison, by the way. That is what they do.
Okay, well, I'll just get 1 more then. But also, like, I know I don't have proficiency, but bandages just seem like a sensible thing to get. So he probably will get bandages anyway.
In like a flavoury way, even if
Yeah.
not in a
Yeah,
mechanically helpful way.
He's splinted a broken bone before, so like he's not proficient in it, but he can do it.
Do. Okay. It would cost you 5 gold for another herbalism kit.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, you can buy fancy cheese.
That's all I want.
That's very good.
That's some very fancy cheese.
It's very fancy cheese.
Pair with the fancy wine that I probably got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do have
Fancy.
sexy fancy wine. Okay, so
And then I do have one more thing, which is Cacula would like to go and see if he can buy. I mean, this is probably towards the end of the week, but he'd kind of
time is variable. Don't go on.
yeah. I mean, and he was gonna kind of ask this, like while we're doing the house raid, which I imagine is like somewhat in the middle of the week. Basically, he wants to ask Kitto if he can teach him how to play the violin while we're
Okay.
on the thing, so he has something to do. And
That requires buying another violin.
that requires a violin, yes. So he wants to go and see if he has enough money to buy a violin.
I am happy to say that Kitto will agree to this and we can RP it later.
Yeah, violin will cost you about 20 gold pieces.
Okay, cool. He does have the money for that. That's fine. So he will purchase a nice violin. And have 44 gold left, which is double the amount of the basic amount of gold that you need, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he'll also, like, I mean, this is just general, but he'll also spend some time hanging out with Neren throughout the week and just letting him know that, like, what's going on and stuff like that.
Yes. And then before we get into actually what everybody has listed that they want to do, we'll take a break.
Sounds good.
Yay!
Okay, doke.
Hey, hello, friends. Right. So everybody bought things. Excellent content. Did you
Am
want to
I-
buy things, Ezra?
Just one thing:
Yes.
a scarf
Excellent. Excellent.
to cover
Want
the
the scarf to be.
scar. If I am going to go and visit family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. To be honest, Hathor can give you one of those.
I was gonna say
Okay.
yeah, or Cacula will loan you one.
Like,
I was-
if it isn't one that you want to be nice, that you actually want to own yourself, and if it's just one for practicality whilst you go see Ruben and Alexei, other members of the party definitely have one you can nick.
Cacula can also lend you a slightly higher collared shirt. It might be a bit more like lacy than you would otherwise like, but he can loan you one.
I
It
will.
won't-
I will buy one because I'm going to keep it long term.
That's very
Um,
valid.
It won't even cost you a gold piece.
Cool. Yeah, just
I was gonna say Hathor is entertaining the. I was entertaining the idea of making Hathor buy knitting needles and wool.
Oh.
Absolutely.
He could make you one,
But
if you
not like
wanted.
in the next 2 days.
I could make you one on the flight over.
You could, but
I
not
will-
for him going to.
We need one short.
Yeah, short term.
I will forever accept one anyway if it is a gift.
Okay, then. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of a run round with one conversation with everyone, and then keep going round because I know people have several conversations, and also those conversations are probably going to occur over multiple days. Although, however, if you do want to pick up on conversations that have had happened previously, please let me know. Obviously, but I am going to start with Kitto.
Me.
What do you want? Who do you want
Fir-
to talk to?
First order of business is Joanna.
Joanna, yes. As I said, the cloud jumper is here. So it is fairly easy to find Joanna. It is in port. Thank you. My brain has stopped working. Sorry, I apologize. My internet is not working. It's my brain that has decided to stop functioning. So yes, it is in port. So you can head up to the cloud jumper to find your beloved sister.
One little question: is the music paused, or is it just me?
It's paused for me.
It's not paused for me.
Okay, well it's okay. I'm going to change it anyway. So
Okay, I was just thinking about the fact that it was very quiet. That's all.
Should
Thank you. I got it now. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So
I will board her.
you're aboard the cloud jumper.
Oh my god, do I have little lights on? Has that ever happened
You
to you
do.
before?
You have little lights on your thing. I don't know why, but I am enjoying
I'm
them.
like a car.
Beep, beep, here comes the trauma train.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's fine. So you head up onto the cloud jumper. Would you have gone during the day? It's daytime.
It'll be yes, yeah, and probably like not that time matters, but it'd been like the following day because
Yeah.
too many things for one day.
Yeah, you would have
but
gone
like
a day.
11 a.m. kind of vibes.
It is quite quiet on the ship. You get a hey, and you see the half-elven quartermaster Rowan with his long flouncy shirt and his blonde hair tucked behind his ears. You're Joe's brother, right?
Yeah, is she around? Can I speak to her?
Yes, of course. 1 second. He literally goes over to where the stairs are downstairs and yells, "Joe, your brother's here!" And there's a moment of boom, 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 and Joanna comes running up the stairs. She's looking well. It hasn't been that long since you've seen her, but she's gotten a lot more tanned, which is unusual for an Asimar. It's clear that she's been spending a lot of time out on the rigging, and her hair, which was usually so long and tied down, is cut very short into this very short cut bob around her face, and it's wavy and messy. And her eyes are bright and excitable. She heads over and gives you a hug before you can even say anything.
Hug her back. Like, you look really good.
Thanks. You look not bad.
Well, all things considered, that's pretty good. I need to talk to you about a few things, actually.
Come downstairs. It's just me below decks. There'll be no one else.
Okay.
She heads down into what appears to be her bunk. There is a small set of double bunks, and there is a bunk where you see a couple of items that you recognize are hers, and there's a bunk above, which appears to be currently unused.
Okay.
She's like, waits for you to sit.
Have you just got back?
Oh, we've been back, I think, not quite a day.
How was it?
Good. Captain St. Sparrow's been talking about maybe we go west next. We enjoyed killing cockatrice and cockatrice teeth. God, they're worth a lot of money.
We also had that. It's a rite of passage, maybe.
Maybe it is. They're worth a lot of money. People sure want them.
Yeah.
But apparently the captain's heard some whispering about being able to get a few people out. So we're gonna head over the mining dell and maybe see if we can do some hit and run raids.
Okay. Take care, all right?
Captain's with this sort of stuff, I promise.
Yeah, you
Most of the crew are.
look like you're doing well.
I think it's a good life for me.
Looks it. So yeah, Joe, there's a God, I don't know where to begin. Not God. Fuck. Planes of existence.
Non-denominational deity.
To be fair,
Sure,
goddess, gods are plural.
God's a plural, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. First things first, we ran into Cydrol.
Oh dear, Uncle Cydrol.
Yes, I assume you haven't seen him for a while.
Not since I was, what, 6?
Yeah, well, do you remember Hathor?
Yeah, the wizard.
Yes, the skinny little boy.
The twink.
Who taught you that word?
Suck my ass, whore.
Sometimes I still hear his voice. No, he's fine.
She starts laughing.
So Hathor was Cydrol's student for a while, and Cydrol was getting more and more involved in some shady magical nonsense. I don't pretend to understand it. You probably have more of an idea what's going on than I do. But basically seemed to be using Hathor to summon a creature, some fuck off demon. It was a demon, right? Not a fiend.
It was
Yes.
a devil, but yes.
Devil. Kitto doesn't know the difference.
That's fine. Yeah, a fiend.
Yes. This evil fucking thing that tried to take his soul. It's
Complicated.
yes, and we ended up killing him. Cydrol, that is, and the devil as well. But
Right. So that suddenly changes things with us.
yes. I also saw our beloved aunt as well. She didn't recognize me. I was disguised, but
Yeah. Seraphine always was fine.
yeah, I can't say I spoke to her at all. honestly, up and probably the longest I've spoken to her in my life.
She never really was that interested in the family or anything else. You know,
No.
I respect that about her.
Yeah, no, but he's dead, and it is potentially easy to trace back to, at the very least, Hathor, and then by extension, potentially us.
What are you suggesting doing?
So, what was the Peak Skipper? Did you hear about what happened there?
Sweet Sparrow has made some mentions to the fact that they lost the ship, and it's on. Sometimes the captains have a little bit of a blacklist for any captains that are not to be trusted, and it is now on that blacklist. And I was kind of concerned because I knew you knew them, but
Right.
apparently they're not.
Wait, so is that the ship or
The
Frost
ship
Iron?
itself. Oh no, that was the whole thing.
Right.
The
Okay.
crew are not. The ship has been taken over, right?
Yeah. We lost it. They lost it.
Right. Because it's now been blacklisted under mutiny issues, which is an incredibly rare thing to happen to Sky Pirate ships. Well, Rowan said anyway.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you what happened there. But what was the crew of the Peak Skipper? Well, the half we still have. I have built a new ship now, yet to be named. Oh fuck! I need to tell the others supposed to come up with a name. We're supposed to come up with a name, Joe. Us.
Don't call it something dumb like you named your first dagger.
Yeah, well, we're not
Mr.
talking about.
Spiky is
it
not
was-
a good name for a dagger.
Yes, well, you know, it was quite spiky enough for chopping off all your hair, wasn't it?
I know I'm not here, but yes, it is.
It was very spiky. Look, I can't believe you remember that. Anyway, Mr. Ship, or whatever he'll be called. Maybe I should suggest Mr. Ship.
I feel like if I know anything about Sky Pirate captains from hanging around Slate Sparrow, you may give the poor captain an aneurysm.
Yeah, well,
They're kind of precious over their ships.
it is quite fun to watch him like sizzle.
Oh, this is the boy you're into, isn't it?
What?
Prove me wrong.
I'm not even going to deign that with an answer. That's no. Anyway, back to more serious issues.
Oh,
I don't know who
yes.
you've been gossiping with. Fucking Sleet Sparrow of yours. Run his bloody mouth off.
Oh, no, Slate Sparrow doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah, well, we won't talk any more about that, will we? Not right now, Joe. But the crew wants to leave, is what I'm trying to say. Like,
You're going with.
I think so.
What's holding you back?
It was. So, Hathor, in a weird way, when all that went down with Cydrol and the devil, there was a lot of stuff with Hathor's sister. She's unwell. It's not my place to talk about, really. I don't think he likes talking about it too much. But I just had me wondering about, I don't know, you and Oliver. After what Father did to you, how It was just-
Be here before he does something like that to Oliver.
Yeah, he hurt you. Well, you don't need me to tell you that, but
I know, Julian. And I've been thinking about it too. And I don't know. Sure, I could give him. I'm sure if I asked, the captain would give him a place. He's 6.
yeah.
And he doesn't know? Or I didn't realize Dad was, well, Dad until I was, 13, 14?
Yeah, and Hathor was like, oh, we can go and kill your parents, but... Yeah, I know. Bit of a fucking jump.
Could we... I mean... You talk about leaving as though you're not coming back.
I don't know what the plan is, honestly, but
You're going that far.
apparently... Honestly, I'm not still entirely sure that we won't get a few months out and then need to turn around and come back again, but I'm told there's other places out there, which is kind of insane to think about.
Yeah. That's gotta be right, though.
You two?
I mean, we can't be the only thing. Just this city can't be the only thing, Kitto. We can't just be this tiny little rock, right?
Can't
Utopia is like 3 miles across.
Yeah, but everything else was destroyed, wasn't it? I thought it was just the last little wart on this plane of existence.
Sure, but
People doing horrible things to each other, and
what if
one
it
day we'll all
isn't?
die.
What if there's other things? Or at least other animals, you know?
Yeah. Apparently there might be other stars or some big moon or something. Wasn't really paying attention. But I just don't want to go without knowing you're safe and without knowing he's safe.
Well, I'm very safe. Well, as safe as a sky pirate can get, but
You're happy.
yeah, I am. And we're in and out of town a lot. I can keep an eye on Oliver.
Okay. Are you sure? That's quite dangerous.
I'm pretty good these days.
Yeah.
Hey, new tricks, you know? She, clicks her fingers and it's gone. Just completely invisible.
What the fuck?
And then she clicks them again.
Not you as well. How can everyone do this?
Look, some of us sold our souls for power. And it was very functional.
Yeah. Well, that was my other thought. That
Ask him.
yeah.
You should talk to him anyway. You can't keep pretending you don't want to.
It still hurts. Joe. I don't know what to say.
Feel better to know it still hurts him.
Yeah. That made me a dick.
No. Makes you. You. Makes you the same as everybody else. I think everybody wants it to hurt just a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I will. Just yeah, I know Hathor wants to talk to him as well. I don't.
It's
Okay.
always fun and practical to have a ghost, you know?
Yeah, I mean, normally with the X's it's just figurative, isn't it? My fucking luck that it's a literal ghost. literally following my friends around. Oh, and he'll kind of reach into his bag and pull out the blanket. It's a gift for you when you're off on. It can get cold up there, and I know it's summer now, but it will get cold. And something tells me you probably don't have a lot of provisions when you left.
She just gives you a hug.
Or return the hug.
I promise I will do what I can to keep an eye on Oliver.
Okay.
I don't want that to be the reason you don't leave.
Yeah.
I think it would be good for you to get out of this city. Because maybe there is more, you know? All you can see is the blight. Maybe you need to see the trees.
Yeah. Just a bit of a leap of faith.
That's kind of the point there, isn't it?
When did you get so old?
I don't know.
There's a very depressing answer to that, but let's not.
Yeah, I mean, I could give it to you, but I'm not gonna. We both took one.
Yeah, but you are still intact, and
So are you.
well, I don't know how to like. Can I like pop a little bit of the necrotic shroud without actually spooking her?
Yeah, you can. I didn't realize you'd fallen.
Yeah. Right when.
Galileo died.
Straight after when I found when I got to the ship in there. It's a bad day.
She like reaches out, just places her hand on your face. You know, it doesn't change anything. You're still here. Still made it. You're still, no matter how many layers and bricks and walls you build, you're still Julian.
Yeah.
Hey. You have that. I have this. She like half does the like horrifying visage thing, and her face goes all skeletal for a second, and it comes back.
Yeah.
You know, we change in different ways.
Yeah.
I still love you.
I
And hey,
love you too.
sometimes you gotta have a leap of faith to start flying again, right?
I do love you.
I love you as well. And hey, if that wizard of yours can, you know, message people, don't just like abandon me.
No. I don't know how far it works.
Don't ask me. My magic is not like that. I don't know how that works.
Well, you know, maybe if I can talk to Galileo, then
That's the other way of doing it. He's very happy to pass messages.
yeah. Eternally damned to be.
Yes, although I do think he feels a little bit like an owl sometimes when he does it.
Yeah.
Like a honing pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't say it.
sorry. Okay, I'm going. I'll leave it on the high. I'll leave it
There
on the
we
high.
go. Leave it alone.
I'll come and see you before we leave if we do. Okay.
I reckon we'll be here for a little bit of time. Maybe a week, 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
Then
we have some recon to do.
well, maybe you can come see me off, and he will go to ruffle her hair, and she is significantly taller than him, so it'll be quite tricky.
She laughs, but she bends down just enough so you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yep. You always
Let
want
me
timing.
There was a period of time when I was taller.
Yeah. When I was 6.
I I take it back. I don't love you anymore. Goodbye. I'm
no.
leaving.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you later, Julian.
Goodbye. And he will live.
Okay. Has Moons vanished? Did we lose Ezra? I think so.
He said he'd be right back.
Yes. I was just checking that he has still not right back, because then I will switch to someone else. So I guess we'll switch to Hathor, lol. Time to talk to Rosanna, Hathor. I mean, I presume that was the first conversation you wanted to have.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the first day when Rosanna comes home.
Yeah, Rosanna comes home like 4 or 5 o'clock, and finds you all in the house and is like, "Hello, you're back."
Hi.
Do you want me to? Shall I? She like looks at you, and like immediately takes your temperature.
Mhm.
You're not as warm.
No. We worked it out.
Right.
I guess it's fine now. It's sorted. It's sorted now. But I should
Don't
have
make me
known.
cast Zone of Truth on you, Hathor.
No, I'm telling the whole truth. That's why it's being difficult to say it.
Okay.
I should. You always had good judgment, and I know you didn't like him very much, and I should have trusted that. It was Wicken Shore. He was making me ill.
Right. You see there's a little bit of a glint in her eye that's like, I have 7 people to call and they will all murder him.
Turns out he was demon summoning.
That glint gets stronger instantly.
Devil summoning, correction. And had offered some of me in exchange for his pact.
I'm gonna go get my axe.
No, you don't need to, because he's already dead.
Okay.
You don't need to, because he's already dead. Because
And
I
the
killed
devil?
him. And the devil.
Okay.
He offered me a pact.
Right.
Oh, I'm guessing we're alone having this conversation.
Yeah.
In front of the fire. Like, that I think I maybe should have taken.
What did he offer you?
A cure.
For Persephone. You don't need that. Hassle.
He just said,
Out.
Mommy said she had 6 months left.
Should like set Cydrol. Then we make those 6 months worth it, Hassle.
I don't know. I should have done it.
No. She like takes your face in her hands and leans her head against yours. Hathor. My beloved Hathor. You can't give your life for hers. You know she would have hated that.
Yeah.
We can find something to fix it. 6 months is not nothing.
They're asking me, you know, the crew? They're flying out. And they're going to find lands beyond. We're pretty sure that they're there. And they asked me to come, and I want to, and I don't know. The devil was called Bitter Breath. He could have been lying. I'm gonna get Galio to check.
The spirit.
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna know, it'll be him. And yes, they are known for being liars. The certainty with she says it, you know she's trying to convince herself just as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to go.
Not now. Give her a big hug.
She holds you really tightly. You deserve to see so much more. You're so clever.
Oh, and another thing as well.
Yes.
My dad found me.
What?
Yeah. On one of the sky ships. A changeling man was looking for his lost son and was asking after you.
Would have been my name if you'd found the church. Yeah, that makes sense. Right.
He seems nice. I don't really care. I do, but I don't
You don't want to care.
I don't want to know.
Hathor, you know you're allowed to. There are many, many of my children who have lost family or found it again. You don't have to hate him, but also you can, and he doesn't get to decide whether or not you do. You know that, right?
I do. Yeah.
Blood doesn't make a family, Hathor. It never did. This man may be your father by blood, but that does not mean he is by action. If you'd like to be, then maybe you should give him a little bit of a chance. But you also don't have to. You don't owe this man anything.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I should message Galio.
Speak with Galio. We can go from there. Okay. To stop Moons from making terrible puns, Ezra.
I only did
Cannot
one.
run.
I only did the one.
It's
To
brilliant.
stop Moon from making
You
terrible
should
puns.
never stop.
I have my permission now. Thank you. Okay.
I do not give you permission.
Also, are you okay?
Yeah. This is mostly my sinuses are like totally blocked.
All right.
Like I was like, oh, this is vaguely emotional. Like I was never gonna cry, but because my eyes are like this anyway,
Mhm.
I am now like, will proceed to cry for the next half an hour because I can't make it stop.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, this is just being ill.
Okay, all is good. Thank
Yeah.
you. Good to know.
I promise you. Alex's internet has gone.
Oh, fuck.
Hello?
This is the sad internet doesn't work face. Ruth, baby, you're muted.
Ruth. Oh, are you okay?
I was making really good conversation contributions as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
are you
I
okay?
thought that you meant that Kitto had a light around the token.
You know.
You do look like a car, and it's really cute. I'm sorry.
Ruth's left the blinker
Oh.
on.
Hathor and Cacula are the hosts now.
Ha ha!
Oh, got the power.
Yeah. No, this is like I was like, you know when you get that tingling of like you're about to cry, but
Yep.
not really. But because my sinuses are so blocked, and whenever I have a cold, my eyes water viciously because
Uh-huh.
it's all connected.
Yep.
So, like I was just like, oh, I think I'm about to cry, and then just like my eyes were like,
Oh Lord, they're back.
Are you back, baby?
Hello?
Earth to Fagelman.
DM. Ooh.
Ah. Aleks.
why don't you come downstairs?
I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah, tell them that they can come downstairs. That they could just sit on the opposite side of us and not look at the laptop.
Yeah. Also, because it's like largely RP based.
Yeah.
It's nice and chill.
You can just have my laptop set up like
Yeah.
video camera conference call, and I will just vibe gently on the sofa because it's not like I'm using the fucking map. Yeah, no, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't light.
You okay,
Hello?
Alex?
Yep, there we go.
Hey.
It did the thing again where like we could still see you and stuff. You just suddenly went.
Blip.
You're still not hearing anything.
Is it a headphone problem?
Downstairs, love. Come downstairs. We'll figure it out. It's an RP-based session anyway.
Yeah.
I just can't function.
Just mute yours.
You can use my laptop like a video conference thing.
They can't hear us, but
Ah.
Okay.
is it not the headphones at all?
Nah.
Gabriel, do you want to yell? Oh no. All right.
This is definitely internet. When I went upstairs and looked at their screen, everybody was frozen.
Oh wow. I love how it still wants to like put out good content though.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go put the tortellini on, but it'll take like 3 minutes, as you know, and I'm still here. But like,
Hey, that's fine.
Tortellini. Nice.
yeah, there was a jury of
I
Jake.
think I still yeah. I'll pause. Yes. So, anyway, Ezra.
Ah.
This is who I was talking to.
It was. Hello. Tis I.
What are you doing?
At
What are you
this
doing
point,
first?
I mean, what? Sorry.
What are you doing first?
Probably gonna go once I've got the scarf. Going to go and talk to family.
Okay, so you're gonna go talk to Alexi and Ruben first.
Yeah. I'll just head to the accidental flame because I'll most likely be there.
Yeah, if you head there in the evening, you know that Ruben will be there, obviously, and Alexi will be there in the evening. So you head over to the accidental flame. It's probably the second day, so, and it is, as you always remember it, quiet, peaceful. Actually, a little bit before opening hours. So Alexi has just got off work, but Ruben's not opened up yet. You know exactly when this time is that you could catch both of them.
Yeah.
So you head in literally about 4 minutes after Alexi has probably gotten home.
Yeah.
With Damocles at your feet, he has calmed down from his excitement, but he sure does run straight up to Alexi rather than stay with you, which you are incredibly used to.
Yeah.
And you, oh, I was about to tell you we weren't open.
Hello.
Hello.
How are things?
Things are good. What are you doing? Why are you back?
I have a few bits of news and something that you'll both need to see.
Alexi and Ruben share a look, and Ruben nods and goes and locks the door. Okay. What's up?
So, how can I put it? All right. Do you want? How would it be best to just say it? Do you want me to just spit it all out in one go, or let you ask questions along the way?
I guess that depends what the news is.
Oh dear. Okay. Dad, I know what happened to my mother. And you deserve to know as well.
Right.
And I'll pull the piece of paper out and slide it over. This was found next to an egg that was hidden inside of Damocles. And I'll kind of like give a small look to Alexi. It's like
looks nonplussed.
Yeah. This. Did you know there was anything inside of him, Alexi?
No. Not. I didn't put anything in there, and I hadn't had anything.
No. Did you see a little circular kind of object, looked like an orb, slightly warm? You worked on him.
I haven't taken him apart for years.
All right, that's fine. I was just curious, is all. It was enchanted, so it would be harder to see. So I'm not surprised if you didn't see it. But long story short, Mum didn't leave because she wanted to leave us all for good. She, as you can see from the letter.
There's a moment. Ruben's just reading it over whilst you're talking, and he's kind of sighs a little bit. She always seemed a little bit. I don't know, her customs seemed to weird her out. I thought she just. I don't know, I thought she was from the Glades or something. I didn't.
I know. Well, I know you'll know a lot better than I would. But I'm just as surprised. To which there's also the second thing. I've got the opportunity to go to where Mum came from. I've been talking with a bunch of my friends who you've met, and we're in league with some of the Sky Pirates. We're trying to make an overseas expedition, and I've been invited to come along.
How long will you be on?
I don't know. I think that what I can do, thinking now, I can make a sending stone, try and connect it to the two of us at least, so that if you hold on to one, I can hold on to one. I'll keep letting you know that I'm safe.
We can talk, yeah.
Aye. It won't just be complete cut contact. I can make one of them if I get one of the ones very soon. If Mum came from there, that must mean there is people there. And if there is, then they can't be all wilderness. They can't all be forest. And
All right. Ruben kind of looks at Alexei, and Alexei sighs, stands up, just says, "I told you he'd go one day." And he heads out the room. And Ruben rubs his eyes. He always predicted at one point you'd get the bite, as he calls it. I'm not gonna lie. As you're my whole world, and it's gonna be real quiet here without you. But I knew he was right. Your mum was always flighty too. And now I know why. I'm not asking you to promise me you'll come back. But I am asking you to promise me you'll call. At least.
how about this? Once a night, I'll send a small ping on that little rock. I'm going to give to you. Even if it's not a full conversation, it's just going to be a small ping. You'll be able to pick up on it. So you know I'm all right. If I can't talk, I will. The sending stones are 25 words per send. You can blast
25 words a day. Okay.
25 words per day. It'll be enough. If it's anything more than that, I'll find another way. I know it's not perfect at the moment, but it's better than nothing.
It's something.
And that I'm not going to be. I'm not going alone. That's what I'm going to say. I'm with some good people.
No,
And
your friends are good people, and I trust them. I trust them.
And hell, I already have. I found out I know how to defend myself as well, which is pretty good. I think Alexei would be proud.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. Ruben rubs his eyes a little bit, trying to pretend he's not crying. Straightens up. And he looks you dead in the eyes and says, stopped calling it when she left, but your mum always did call you her little Spitfire. And she was right. And I miss her a lot. It's good to know what happened. Alexei never really took to her. Said there was always something off about her. There's a moment, and Ruben takes a breath, and then Alexei walks back in. Ruben kind of looks up. Alexei walks over to you. And then he bends down and looks at Damocles. Pats him on the head and says, you protect him now. And then he looks up at you. He always was more your dog than he was ever mine, Ezra. Hold me a hand out.
I'll hold it.
Places a small chain in your hand. You open your hand and look at it. And it's a copper amulet made of small interlocking gears. It hums ever so slightly. And he says, found that a long time ago. Always promised myself I'd give it to you when you were ready for it. I think you deserve it now.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to. Should I ask you what it does, or should I find out for myself? Or the adventure?
Take a little bit of time to connect to it.
All right.
It'll, I don't know, time and space and power. Gives you a wink. Then he throws his arms around you and gives you a big hug.
I will accept. Give the same back.
You be good. And look after yourself.
I will. I'm not getting into too much bother.
Hey, if you aren't getting into bother, you're doing the wrong thing. Alexei!
I mean, he's not wrong.
That's not a thing you should be encouraging. Alexei laughs.
Are you two going to be all right here? I know things have been a bit topsy-turvy and a lot's happened quite quick.
We'll be fine. We've always been fine.
All right. Well, you know what? Damocles doesn't really play with it as much as I do, but as much as he used to. But if you want, you can keep this around as well for good measure. And I'll sort of pull the wrench out that I've been using. And kind of just little keepsake, far heavier than I need it to be, but
Alexei takes it and places it on the mantelpiece. And Ruben nods. Then turns around and gives you a big hug and says, you'll call me at least once a week proper, right?
Aye, properly, promise.
Good on you. Now,
And,
go see your friends.
When I come back, and I will be coming back, I'll buy a few drinks for the night and tell you all the stories. Both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You do that.
And keep the note that you deserve to keep that.
All right. I will.
Right. try and pop in and say goodbye at least when on the day that we're leaving.
Yeah.
But if I can't, well, I've still got to give that sending stone anyway. So this isn't the last time you're going to see me.
Nope.
Before
See
I
you
go,
soon.
but aye, see you soon, both of you.
Yeah.
Love you both.
And you, Ezra. And you. Now, Ezra, you have your magical item.
Woo!
The Clockwork Amulet.
Fuck yeah.
Once attuned, this amulet allows you once per long or short rest to substitute an attack roll for a 10 on the dice. That is not including your modifiers. So
Ooh.
it is 10 plus your modifier.
Damn.
After the roll has occurred, but before if I tell you whether or not it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, it gives you a +1 to spell attacks and a +1 to your spell save DC.
Hell yeah.
So if you go in to your character sheet, you can give yourself a +1 magic bonus, basically.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yeah. So there you go. That is your magical item.
Woo.
Okay, I am realizing that it's already 9:30, so we may have to speed these conversations up a bit, my good pals.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to quickly go get my pasta plate because it's actually been left in a bit longer than anticipated and they might be burning. I will be back in a second.
Oh, go. It's fine. We're gonna hop to Cacula. Hello.
Hello.
Do you write your letter to Yenin for me?
Yeah.
Start there,
Okay.
because you can do that kind of brief.
Yeah. He'll basically just be like, I won't say it word for word.
Yeah, give me the
He'll
general
basically
overalls.
be like, hello, sorry it's been so long. I know I said I'd write more, but it's been really busy. Lots of fire and demons and stuff, but it's fine! Exclamation mark. And then he'll say, my sky pirate friends have rebuilt another ship. They're going on a voyage to see what else is out there, and they've invited me and my friends to go with them, and I think I'm going to.
Mhm.
I'll still send you these letters, they just might take a little bit longer to get to you.
Mhm.
I'm sorry I couldn't see you before we leave.
Mhm.
I hope all is well.
Yep.
At the village.
Did you want to ask her to get the sphere?
Yes.
We did have that conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
All is well at the village. I don't know if you know of them, but there is a small settlement of ancient warforged in the forest. I promise, we found one of their artifacts and made it not dangerous anymore, but it can reactivate itself at any time. I put it in a bag of holding to keep it safe, and I'm going to leave it with Rosanna, Hathor's mother. Would you please come and get it as soon as you can? I'm sorry for the inconvenience. This is really important, otherwise I wouldn't be asking you.
Yep.
The most trustworthy person I know.
Yeah.
And then I'll draw out a little map and circle Rosanna's house.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Categorically, as the DM, I will say that you completely
occurs.
trust that this will happen.
Cool. And it does.
And it does. This
Brilliant.
occurs.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay.
And I will send it off with a very nice little bird.
Yes, you get a very nice little round pigeon who hops up, a round friend, who is like,
Okay.
yes,
Oh, hello.
excellent.
And I'll give it some seeds.
Bum, bum, bum,
And I'll
bum,
give
bum,
it some pets. And I will
bum, bum,
go, please give Yenin a gentle little pet for me. And then I'll fly him up in the air.
Okay, so that's yours. I'm then going to swing
I'm back.
It's okay. I'm going to swing back to several things that need to happen, which is the bit I'm going to call Gallio, because
The character I choose to call Gallio.
because Hathor
What else would you call him?
Hathor wants to speak to him, as does Kitto.
Yeah.
One
One
so
is a strong word, but carry on.
Kitto is going to have to.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I'm going to say you cast your sending spell to him.
Yep.
And ask him to come see you.
Yep.
Okay. We don't need to go through the sending spell.
Is cast.
Is cast. So, a couple of days later, in an evening, there is a slight cough behind you whilst you're all chilling after dinner, and there's a kind of awkward peek head out of the wall. You wanted to talk to me?
Hi. Yes. Come follow.
Hello, everyone. Before I do so, I have a thing that I would like to say.
Okay.
He looks over at Ezra.
You are allowed to speak to people.
He looks over at Ezra. And clears his throat a little bit. So, Barakova, right?
Aye, you can call me Ezra if you want. I don't mind.
Just checking I was right. After some difficult training, I recently found myself able to access the astral plane very briefly. I was, I had people I wanted to say goodbye to. And in doing so, I met a few spirits. A lot of spirits. I met a Ren Barakova.
What? Right.
That's why I recognized her.
Okay. Okay. How is she?
Dead?
Yes, I just learned that about 2-3 days ago.
At peace.
Right. Is there any way
I can pass on a message, perhaps. It's difficult, but I can try. I can do this also. He takes a second and creates out of this mist and smoke of his own body an image. It is in grayscale, but you see a woman, human, with long, flowing ginger hair, the same bright ginger as your own, and these brilliant, piercing eyes, and a grin like slightly too mischievous, and the same kind of nose that you see every day when you look in the mirror. And the jawline is very similar to your own. And he gives a Galileo clears his throat a little bit. I didn't tell her I knew you.
Right. That's okay. I can see now that is 100% my mother. I've never, well, vague recollections from when I was very young. But
I'm sorry to have been the one to tell you.
please don't apologize. You've been the one to let me see the face of my mother at an age where I'm going to remember it. And I know she's a piece, and you've said that as well. I couldn't have asked for a better gift right now.
Yeah.
Just if you can, you don't have to. Just if you can you please just tell her that her Spitfire loves her and understands, has found a note and is going to do what he can to find her sister.
I will let her know if I can. It might take me a little bit of time, but I will do it.
Even a few words of that full sentence at any point will mean the world to me. Thank you.
I will definitely be able to find her again. It may just take me some time. Getting onto the astral plane is difficult.
And if there's anything I can do to make this up.
Nope, you're all there. This is Galileo being as awkward as usual. Look, this boy has no wisdom.
Kitto's just like stirring his soup really quietly.
This boy has no wisdom.
Oh.
Yeah.
He like brewing peppermint tea in the corner.
He like clears his throat and looks at the rest of the party and goes, "Thank you, Ezra. You wanted to speak to me, Hathor?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Bye." And look directly through you.
Go over to Ezra and like put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "I made you some tea."
You can have those conversations in private. You can just ask to speak to him later. I just wanted to let him know. Yeah, you could have done that when he wasn't in a room of like 10 people. There's only 5 of you here. You wanted me for something? Yes. Sorry. I'm just filling in Jake on what just happened. It's fine, I'll send him the recording. Look, okay, Ezra already knew that she was gone.
Yeah.
Mainly he was just as reiterating that she
Don't
was...
defend him.
I will defend him. Okay. Galileo is a dumb bitch.
I did write Galileo because it autocorrected, and I didn't bother to change it back.
Go on. Galileo just sort of looks at you like,
yeah. When you last saw P, how bad did you think she was?
I'm not well, but what are you getting at?
We collectively had a running with a demon who was desperately trying to get me to take a pact with him and told me he could cure my sister of all of her ailments, which I should do quickly because she had 6 months to live.
That's not true. I'd be able to see her spirit if she only had that long. I can't.
Okay.
He like tries to pat you on the shoulder and his hand goes straight through.
Hathor accepts this anyway.
Yeah. I promise. She's not well, but she likely more has like 6 years to live.
Okay. Years we can work with. Months was not. Will you please go tell Rosanna that? We've been freaking out a little bit.
Of course.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
And we go and tell Rosanna.
Yeah. Yep. Rosanna is immediately assured and then like, now go on your fucking journey, Hathor, you might find a cure.
Sorted. Kitto.
Oh, okay. Kitto, are you gonna try and stop Galileo before he does his thing where he just disappears again?
Honestly, maybe not after that shit show.
Look, trying his best, but he's really bad at recognizing emotions.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's really good at it. It swings
Like,
around.
I can if you want me to, but like,
It's up to you.
not right now.
Oh shit, for you guys to figure this out.
And also, you can call him back at any point.
Yeah, I'll phone him back.
Call him back.
I'm not gonna like tag on to that monstrosity.
That's fine. Okay,
Like,
smash
good
cut.
enough.
Smash cut. You call him back.
Like 2 days later,
2 days later.
or like a day later, or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
before-
Hathor to call him back. Yeah, okay. Smash
Yeah.
cut. You call him back.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, all the dead boyfriend's back. That's the vibe.
Yeah. I think he probably wouldn't ask Hathor, he would just go out and try and like
Yeah.
It was very clear that it was you, Alex, trying to
I would like
emphasize
to
Moons
apologize
that
on behalf of Galileo for fucking up, because I don't think that he would have been that tactless.
It was-
I am that.
he has been that tactless multiple times.
No, this is true.
It's a character trait now.
Like that. He's very suave, but once you actually get into like deep emotional stuff, he's like.
it was very clear
Wyverstone.
that you, Alex, the DM, thought Moons was maybe confused just about what that meant and was emphasizing it. However,
Moons was like,
in
how is her spirit? And Galileo just like, dead.
How's she doing? Well, she's fucking dead. Half her head's hanging off at a start. Not to mention.
DM possessed.
He's a fucking spirit for that.
How long's my wife got left to live? Not long. She's already dead. But
If
yeah,
I-
it came across like you were doing it in character for Galileo, which was legitimately hilarious.
No, Kitto would have just like let out a small scoff just because like
That demon?
I would have choked. You
No,
would all just immediately in the background go.
The demon's telling lies. No, if she had 6 months to live, I could see her spirit. No, it's fucking beaming. She's got like 6 days, dude. Fuck.
No, she'll be fine. Okay. You call Galileo back. What are you gonna
It's
do?
Ermik. Oh my fucking gosh.
What are you gonna do?
You know we taunt because we can. And we're evil fuckers.
Yep.
Most of us.
So like Kitto will go out to the garden like one night and Alex, you being distracted by shapes and colours.
Yeah, Gabriel's just showing me the worst image of myself I've ever seen. I don't want to see it. Stop.
I'm
Aw.
sorry.
You look very cute.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Leave
you
me
do.
alone.
Yeah,
Go
you
on.
do.
But we'll go out to the garden where I once had a sulk and then was comforted by Nera, and then we entertained some children. And just kind of like for a little bit like just try and like spiritually contact him without saying anything and see if that works. And then if not, we'll try verbally, but
Roll a wisdom check.
okay. Because like that's worked previously.
Yeah. Does a roll a wisdom check.
Okay, sorry, I keep putting my dice away because of the devil. Okay, yeah, fucking hell. Well, 6 plus not a huge number. I can find out what number that is unless that is yeah, 8 total.
You don't get it by just spiritually, but like on the first time you say Galileo, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. Hello, Julia.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't hear you before. Can I help?
No, it's okay. How are you?
Aside from wanting to literally die, because Jesus Christ, I could have not been less tactful with Ezra, could I? Oh God, oh God.
Well, he didn't seem to mind. He's
Oh,
look, it's fine. It is. I honestly, he seemed really happy to be able to have that closure. You did a good thing.
just wanted him to know that she was at peace.
Yeah, and I'm deciding what your character's doing for you, Mooney. He looks like he's doing okay. honestly.
I am. I promise.
He wouldn't have had that otherwise, and it was a bit tactless, but you were the only person who could have done that for him, so, you know.
Trust me, I'm a little bitch. If I was sad, you'd know about it. So,
We haven't spoken in a while.
No, I mean, you've...
Been a bit tactless there too.
Yeah, well... I always say it takes two people not to talk to each other, but it does only take you to continually turn up and when to talk to my friends and when I'm there, but that's can't be helped, really, can it?
I'm sorry. It's difficult to tell how many people I'm turning up to see.
I know. That's understandable.
I didn't want to press you to talk if you weren't ready.
Honestly, I don't know what being ready feels like. I feel like half the things that have happened in my life I haven't been ready for, and I'm sure you felt the same way. And what came next?
Yeah. Why now?
So I assume from Luther, you heard what happened to Cydrol,
Yes.
and also I assume you know that we're leaving soon.
I didn't.
Oh, well,
Practically, it doesn't make a huge lot of difference to me.
no, I wasn't saying that it was. I know it doesn't make any difference to you. I know, but
Maybe
you don't.
think some things.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's made you rethink some things.
Yes, and I've been thinking about Joanna and Oliver too, and you don't have to. I know you don't owe me anything.
What can I do to assist you, Julian?
Could you keep an eye on him? Please, you know what my father's like. You know what he did to me, what he did to Joanna.
I do.
And I left without thinking, obviously, in the past, and didn't think of them, either of them, for years, but I don't want to do that again.
I can keep an eye on Oliver. I can have a backup plan if he needs to get out.
And I'll come back if there's a problem.
I can stay in contact with you.
Okay. I don't really know how to talk to you now, I guess.
I mean, Hathor's thing works sometimes. Other than that,
That's not what I meant.
oh, right. I see.
But I don't mean that in a way that I don't want to talk to you, or I don't. But I don't want you to be around. Problem is, I still want you to be around too much, I guess.
I meant what I said, Julian. I still love you. I don't think I ever won't. But, kind of raises his hand, sticks it through the arrow in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I can't continue to. You deserve better. And I know that wasn't necessarily only my decision to make, but you weren't ever gonna make it without me acting first. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that this got complicated so fast with Luther. I just wanted to help.
I know. You're a good person, Cleo. You're one of the best people I know. That I will ever know, ever in my life. And I love you too. Maybe we can make something work, not in that way, just in a way, you know?
Be friends.
I'd like that too.
And I'm very happy to wait until you're ready.
I hear we're in for a very long journey.
Well, I'm sure there'll be lots of exciting things for me to pop in and see.
Yeah, everyone seems to think we're going to find something.
You are. There's so much more out there.
Have you seen it?
There are souls from other places there. From places that aren't utopia.
Huh.
Hay and fiends and people who speak languages long dead.
Whoa.
There's so much more.
Okay then, well, I'll take your word for it. And maybe even see for myself. Unless we get lost or die. Which case I'll see you over there.
Neither, yes, yes, I mean, yes. Neither will happen. You have the Paladin of the Winged One. Getting lost is kind of not their thing, right?
I don't know how any of that bullshit works, honestly.
No, me neither.
If it bleeds, you can kill it, and that's about it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're not wrong.
Yeah. We can wrap up the scene whenever you, because it's, but they'll chat for a bit probably.
Yes.
Yes.
And it feels a little bit stilted and a little bit awkward,
Mm-hmm.
but not totally awkward. Okay. Hello. List of things that people still want to do. Okay, you did that. You did that.
Do the breaking and entering.
Do the breaking and entering. Yes. Cacula.
I love breaking and entering.
You're breaking and entering your own house.
Yeah.
Who are you taking with you, or are you just going on your own?
Well, he will just come down at like breakfast, probably on like the middle of the week, and say, we'll kind of find Kitto, but then if other people are around and would like to come, they're very welcome to. But he's going to be talking about it openly, but to Kitto, if that makes sense. So if other people would like to come, they can. And say, Are you busy? I know you have people to talk to.
Oh, no.
Ah,
No, not at all. What's up? Are you okay?
yes, no, I'm fine. I just wanted to, there's no space for this. Sorry,
Oh.
Alex is saying, come over to the
No,
the
you're
sofa."
fine
Oh,
over
okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
sorry.
mind. There is no
I
space.
swap.
You can do. Mark, my point was it's already 10:05, and
Oh,
we still have other
hurry up.
things to do.
Okay. Blah blah. He will tell you that he wants to break into his own house to get some of his own stuff.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you want to have conversations about that, do that there rather than now,
Valid.
because time is short, and
Yeah.
Ezra still wants to talk to Marilyn Turing, and Hathor still wants to talk to Tia.
Okay.
We can talk. You and we can have that out of session.
The Maryland Turing talk is literally just, hey, here's what's going on. I don't
Yeah, I
suppose.
mean, we can skip through some of it, but it would
Yeah,
be nice
like-
to have at least a goodbye for most people. And I know Kitto still has that conversation to have with Frostline.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I can try and fit that. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll
Anyway,
finish
it
this
doesn't
first.
matter. Let's do
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Yes, Cacula, I would love to go and break into your home. Let's go.
We have a key this time though, so I'm gonna be Tarantula
Mm-hmm.
again. I'm gonna pop into Kitto's little pocket. I'm gonna give him the key to the house,
Yep.
so he doesn't have to break in this time.
Do you want to be invisible or disguised before that happens? Because Hathor will quite happily slap a invisible on you,
It's up to you.
so you don't have to worry about guards.
I think leave it off because otherwise he wouldn't know when to drop it, and we couldn't drop it, could we? And then if we haven't set, it'll be well invisible, which would be sad.
It lasts an
or can we
hour.
drop
It
it?
only lasts an hour, and you would know that you could drop it by doing something actively loud enough to break the invisibility.
Okay, that's yeah, go slap it on.
Like, it happened before. Like, if you
Yeah.
are actively attempting to drop invisibility, it's very easy to do.
Slap me, Hathor.
Also, I can cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need a stealth check at advantage with a +10 from Kitto, please, and a stealth check at advantage with a +10 from Cacula.
Just so you can see the rolls.
38.
38, Jesus Christ.
I'm coming.
31. Right, yeah, you're super fucking hidden. You get to the house, no issues, very easy. And you have the key, so you can just walk in the front door and nobody notices you.
Yep, I will then take Kitto, take Cacula out of the pocket and put him on the floor.
I'll shake myself.
Yeah, and you can drop that at that point. First practical things, I need an investigation check from either one of you or one of you with advantage, or both of you.
I think both.
Okay,
Can
go
I
for it.
have advantage anyway because it's my own house?
Yeah,
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
Good. 20. Good. With both of you scouring the place, you ready?
Oh no, right.
Do you want to make a note of this and not me?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
These are your possessions.
My bio. Do. Stuff from my house, : Hit me.
Okay, you find 7 platinum, just loose. You find 7 pieces of gold jewelry that would be pawnable. You find 61 pieces of silver jewelry that would be pawnable.
And what, sorry?
Pawnable, as in you can sell it.
No, how many pieces of
Silver, 61. You find 6 notebooks/books that have inscriptions from your parents in them. You can decide what they are.
probably gifts to each other.
Yeah.
Nerds. And
Yeah.
one to Cacula.
Yeah, that kind of thing. You find 1 large star map. You find 4 of your father's spyglasses. And you find his telescope. His telescope will require you to make a tech to take it apart, put it in bag folding, though. It's fucking massive.
And can I add to that?
Yeah, what are you adding?
just the portrait of his family.
Oh
with
yes,
him
the
as a
other
baby in his
sentimental
room.
items. That's
Yeah,
just that's just the
that.
like
It's just
yeah.
that.
That's just the like practical. This is the money that you have vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do we have time for some RP?
yes, you do. I just want to
Yay.
give that practical stuff.
Cool.
Yes, yeah.
And then at the telescope, as they're trying to take it apart,
Mhm.
we can have some conversations.
Yeah.
Would you mind? I know that neither of us are particularly good at this sort of thing, but otherwise it'll just be sitting here, and he would have hated that, I think.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I missed what I'm agreeing to.
Taking a telescope apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, kid was like, what? Yeah, of course. Okay, yeah. We'll help him do that. Is it weird being back?
It is. Yes, quite. I haven't been back since the morning. It's pretty. Thank you.
And then we get attacked and die.
No, you don't. I just have a general map.
That's what they always say.
Back since the morning, when I tried to, free those first few enslaved people, and I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd never be back.
Yeah. Well,
I think there's still some mugs of very old tea on the kitchen table.
that sounds disgusting.
Yes, that's going to be disgusting. Let's leave those alone.
Yeah. Okay.
It's. I guess I always kind of thought. My father bought this house for my mother, for them. Really.
Sorry. Can you tilt the laptop towards Niimi's face? I can't see her.
Spin the laptop.
Thank you. There she is.
Here, Niimi. Okay.
Yeah. I just couldn't see her.
My father built this house for him and my mother to, fill with their family, and they only really ever had me, and then they disappeared, and then it was Yen and then I, and it's been empty for so long. It feels sad. I know it's silly, and I don't know. I suppose I thought one day that maybe we'd get the charges against me dropped, and then we could all move in here, and then it wouldn't have to be a sad house anymore, because it would be filled with family. It would just be my family. And I think they would have liked that. But I'm going to leave now, and we'll never do that, probably, and it's alone. And I don't want to sell it. I don't know.
You never know what might happen. Honestly, did you ever think we'd be leaving Utopia?
No, that's true.
I guess it feels kind of lonely, right?
Yeah.
The house, I mean, not the leaving.
It does. And I know so many people, or we've seen so many people that would love this house and take care of it properly. But it's just where it is. They wouldn't be able to live here without being treated awfully by the guards, or being assumed that they were somehow involved with me. And I know they don't care that much about my case. It's quite old at this point, but you know what they're like. They love to cause people hurt, and if they have an excuse to do so, then they will.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Look, maybe we can get your name cleared at some point, or enough time will pass that we can come back. And I know you said that it's already been a while, but maybe if we're gone for long enough, they will forget. And one day, if you want to, you can come back here with people.
You? I mean, you all?
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice house and you make very good tea, so I certainly wouldn't say no.
That would be good.
I know it's a place that just represents the past and lost things, but people keep telling me we're going somewhere and finding something and moving towards something, and I don't know, maybe this could be part of your future too, or somewhere like this, you never.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And I guess I felt a little bit like one of the house's lost things while I was living here, at least towards the end. And I suppose I was kind of hoping to redeem myself from that by bringing a new family into it, but I suppose that could be done by moving on from it as well.
Do you want to move on?
I don't know. I suppose I'll figure it out. But I do really want to go and see if I can see that moon.
All that we can do.
I embroidered it into my jacket when I was 14. I wasn't very good at embroidery yet. It's quite awful. It's still there.
Where's this jacket?
I'm wearing it right now.
Oh shit!
It's terrible. No, I embroidered it onto the inside.
Ooh.
That's why it has all of the bizarre knots at the bottom. I've been thinking about redoing it for a long time.
No, leave it. Leave it.
To do it.
Mm.
Also, you still wearing the same jacket he was when he was 14? Is he not grown?
No, he was like one of those kids who got really, really tall when he was younger and then just didn't grow anymore. But he just got really, really, really tall for a 14-year-old. But yes, anyway.
Is that it? Are we good?
Are we?
I'm good. Do you have any other?
No.
Okay, very good.
Do we have to roll for the telescope?
Yes, I do need either one of you, or I need an int check, basically. You can make it an advantage if Kitto is assisting.
An int check.
Yes.
Save.
No, an int check. It's not about memory. It's not about memory. It's about
Okay.
working out whether or not you understand how this works.
Yeah, you can make that with advantage if you would like.
I would like.
Yep, go for it. Very good. Yeah, with that natural 20.
Yay!
Yeah, with that natural 20,
Yay!
you are very able to take apart the telescope,
Yeah.
small enough to put it in your bag of
Yay!
holding.
And he will say as he's doing it, this is surprisingly easy. I see why my father was such a popular spyglass maker.
Yeah. So yes, you can add the telescope to the list of things
Yay.
you found.
Also, as a side note,
Yes.
towards the end of the week, like at the last kind of little meeting for tea and biscuits that he has with Naren, he'll give one of the spyglasses to Naren.
Very good. Okay, so you make sure you have 3 written down.
Yes. I will.
Do you want to pawn that jewellery?
Yeah, and also sell the 5 cockatrice teeth that we still have in
Okay.
our bag.
So make me a.
Oh, do you want to sell that gun?
No, I want to keep it.
Keep
You're gonna give it to Kit.
Yeah, sell the fucking trident of certain death.
I want to keep the trident of certain death. Maybe it would make a good offering.
To who?
Diplomatic offering.
Okay.
Hi, we come from the slave state.
Yeah,
but trident of certain death.
Death. It's a bit threatening, but okay. Anyway, make sure you remove these. Please make sure you remove these
I
things from
will.
your bag of holding, including the
The teeth.
teeth and the soul gatherer.
Cool. Yeah, okay. It says that we've got 5 teeth. Apparently they are worth 20 gold each.
Yes. So just add 20 gold to your party fund.
Well, 100.
Oh, just add 100 gold to your party
I
fund.
will. I can't work out where my own notes are not helping me here. I can't work out whether the orb is the sad death orb, in brackets Lorien device, or the fucked up jar, in brackets Pixis?
No,
Which one is
the
it?
Pixis is the Pixis. The
Okay.
Sad Death Orb is the Lorien device,
Sweet.
which is also called the Soul Gatherer. The Sad Death Orb.
Bye, sad death orb.
Yes, you've given that on.
Okay.
Okay, but you're keeping the Trident of Certain Death and the Poisonous Pistol.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
like, we might need them.
Right, okay.
The end. That's everything Cacula wanted to do.
Make me an int check to see how easy it is to pawn that jewelry.
Okay. I don't want to pawn all of it. Some
Okay,
of it
tell
would be
me
like
how
sentimental
much
pieces.
you're pawning.
So I think he's probably going to pawn like 40 pieces of jewelry,
40 silver? Yeah.
and then like 5 of the gold,
Okay, so make me an int check.
or 4 of the gold. 4 of the gold.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Okay, hang on, let me just take away. So there's 3 pieces of gold jewelry.
Yeah, and 21 pieces of silver jewelry. Yeah, and then make me an investigation check to see how easy it is for you to find somebody
It's
who can
coming,
pawn it.
sorry, I was just editing
Nope,
my
yep,
info,
that's very
so
fine.
it was on my bio sheet. Int check.
Ezra, you're
Bash.
next.
Bosh.
Okay.
Aww.
No, not. Oh no, investigation, darling.
Oh, yay. Okay, I mean that's not much. Okay, will be better though, won't it? Roll 20.
No.
No.
Well, yes. Okay. You don't think you get the best price for it, but you do walk away with another 250 gold for all of those pieces.
Cool.
So you're like, maybe I could have got a bit more, but also you think that this person actually sells a fairly reputable store and isn't like
It's not douchebag.
God.
They're not going to melt it down.
No.
That's important to
No,
him.
they're not going to melt it down. They are going to resell it, but however, because they're not going to melt it down, they weren't as willing to give you a good price for it because
Also, to be fair, they're
retailing
probably
can be
all
hard.
quite tarnished, and he doesn't
Yeah.
have time to like polish
Polishing
40
them up.
pieces of jewelry.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get another 250.
Yay.
Okay. So that's dealt with the bullshit in your bag of holding.
Well, not all of it. Teehee.
Why do you keep so many things in your bag of holding?
What if we need them?
Ezra.
Hello.
You get to see Marilyn Shearing.
Yes.
What do you wish to talk to them about? You see them again in the Giggling Drake. They are happy to meet you there.
Cool. Yeah, I'll kind of head in and. Hello.
You wanted to speak with us?
Yes, just a little update on things. Still alive.
I can see that.
Yes. And we're going on a journey to the islands of Mekenia.
Right. Oh boy, it's been a long time since I've heard that. It's Machina, by the way.
Oh, Machina.
Machina.
Ah, like, oh, okay. You know of it?
Yes.
I've only just learned a few days ago.
1,147 years old.
Ah, fair.
Just because Utopia itself is a fairly insular community, the Lorians certainly weren't.
That's fair. Well,
There were other places. I'd never been, but it was fairly well-known knowledge when I was old.
Well, long story short, we're heading with Frostline to and the rest of the crew and in the group that you put me in contact with as well. I'm sticking with them, and essentially, I was just wondering if you had any, like, of course, to say goodbye as well.
We appreciate that.
Aye, I couldn't just up and leave. Advice or any little bits and bobs to try and help out a wee bit? Just anything at all. Just I don't know, books.
Yes. I will give you your learning to speak Khotan back.
Thank you.
They will speak a similar form.
Right, brilliant. I'll try and get.
And
I'll
was
try.
a form of common, so
Hmm.
it's like they developed at the same time. It's likely that the language they speak is a lot similar to Khotan than it is to.
Right. Okay.
So you won't have any issue, though I dare say some of your friends might.
Just gives me a chance to show off a wee bit, I guess. But, well, yes. We're going to be gone. I'm not too sure how long, but the journey. If
It'll be a long way.
I don't suppose you remember how long. I know you haven't been there, but
And besides, back when my memories are very fuzzy of the pre-calamity years, but it Valanoch, the capital of the Lorian civilization, was very far south. So
right.
I don't even know how long it'll take you to cross the Stygian forest.
Okay. Right. Well, either way, if you want a safe way to hear about progress, and if you want little pieces of updates, if you head to the tavern known as the Accidental Flame,
Your dad.
yes, because I'll be keeping contact with sending stones to him and my grandfather.
Okay. What's that look for?
Fucking cold. I hate having a cold. That
Oh,
was
okay.
all.
Gabriel's just glowering at me, and I thought it was something to do with game. Now he's just glowering. I will. Turing gets up, looks you up and down, and you get a sudden tight, kind of awkward hug from Turing, and then he's like, "You were definitely the best student I ever taught. Don't let anybody else hit." I didn't say that to you. Nobody heard it.
Didn't hear a thing. Big
Meryl
grin.
laughs and goes, "You're a good lad, Ezra. Take care of yourself, and I'll make sure we check."
Fantastic. And stay safe, the both of you as well. You're doing amazing work.
Here, have this. Ezra, he kind of, Meryl kind of rifles in his pocket and hands you a rolled up set of something. Confiscated it off a student earlier. Rolled me a d4. Odds one thing, even you get another. Odds. Okay.
Oh,
Odds, you get Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
oh shit.
So you now have the blueprints to make Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
I'll look at these and absolutely just be like, all right. You know that if he was trying to make him with that crystal, he'd just almost blow his hands off.
Yep, that's why I confiscated it. Told him to go back to the drawing board.
Aye. Good thing you did. I'll fix them and try and send a copy of the fixed versions.
Yep.
My word. Probably blow his arms off too. But yeah. No, thank you. I'll not ask which student this was, and I'll more than happily continue to fix this problem.
Be safe.
I shall do, and you too, both of you.
Okay. Tia.
Yes.
Are you going to speak with him?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to say to him?
Go up to the ship and blatantly ignore the fact that presumably everybody is going to be being like.
Admittedly, there is a little bit of a, and then Infernus walks up and says, "Move it!" And everybody else is like, "Fuck, run!" Because you don't disagree with the navigator, because he'll fucking punch you in the face and it will hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And his furnace would definitely be like, leave this young man with parental
Issues
issues
alone!
or
He
I'll
does
kill
not
you."
need any more! Yeah, so you do get a little bit from the deckhands, but yeah, Infernus shook leads them off, and Tia comes off the ship to talk to you. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I came round to basically say, you know the old Peak Skipper crew?
Yes.
I'm going travelling with them for a bit.
Right.
Quite far away and for quite a significant amount of time.
I see.
I came to, you know,
You didn't have to.
I felt like I should.
I appreciate it. I recognize that I haven't exactly been a father to you.
No. We're both adults now.
Yes.
I guess you seem nice.
Thank you.
Doesn't mean we can't be friends.
I would like that.
I understand that disappearing off the face of the earth for a year is probably not the best way to start out being friends.
I am a sky pirate. I understand when necessity happens. That's all.
Thanks. If you ever want to talk to... I'm not one to sit down and explain my life to you myself, but my mum knows who you are.
I shall speak with her. Yeah, I wanted to give you this. He takes a moment, he takes a leather thong off his neck, and there's a small amulet attached to it. It's the symbol of the Changebringer. And he hands it to you. I'm not religious as much, but makes you feel a bit safer.
Thanks. He'll pocket it.
He holds a hand out.
Hathor shakes it.
Yep, good.
Yep.
Okay. Just the most awkward you could possibly be.
I have information for you. Thank you. Have a gift. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye! Yeah, look. He's
The
trying.
the social contract is now over.
And briefly, before we finish up.
No.
No?
Briefly before we finish up, the DM says ominously.
Oh no, to Kitto and Frostline.
Oh, okay.
We finish up. Perish.
Can also shelve it for next session if you like.
Honestly, Ruth just told me what the conversation is going to be about, and I feel like it might even be better to have it next session as like a beginning of the journey conversation,
Okay.
like story-wise. I don't
Okay.
know what you think, Ruth, but I feel like it could be good.
Retroactively, Frostline did not agree to meet you. And we will
Oh.
have this conversation as a beginning of the journey thing, because I kind of want to do the, like, you decide to name the ship thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, out of game, we all still happy with the name that I said on chat?
Yeah, Stargrazer.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So,
Also, you happy to
Have
Do
you
that.
say that?
do that, Ruth?
have it be
Oh no, I was gonna say someone else because, like, no. Oh, no, I can.
want to suggest the name.
Oh, no, I was saying,
And
are you
we
happy?
mean with the Frostline conversation, with that to happen
Oh,
at the beginning of the...
Because it totally can be. I mean, I'm okay to run a bit late.
It's up to you.
I preferably would not want to run too
No,
late.
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, don't worry. It is okay.
Yeah, okay. We can run that. Either we can run that as a. We can retcon it and say it happened before you left.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Mhm.
So, we will briefly skip to the end of the week. It's day 5. You are expected to return to the crew and give them your answer. What are you saying to them? And are you going to go tell them?
We have not had an in-game conversation about this, but assumedly we would have done.
Yeah, I can say you would have done. You know that you're going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Fucking Ace Attorney.
I want that music. I don't want it now. I want this one. Okay, so you have decided that you are all going,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and you are going back to the small area that the crew are.
Mm-hmm.
You are met actually by Frostlion at the door. Afternoon.
Hi. We've got you that name.
Oh, what is it?
I mean, motions to Cacula.
Well, I thought that, we don't exactly know where we're going. And a lot of the names revolve around things you're flying across, land-wise. And we don't know what that's going to be, so I thought it might be better if it was something like the Star Grazer. Because we're, hopefully going higher and further than anyone from here has ever been before.
Star
Or there's always Cheeseboard.
God, I knew you were going to come up with something dumb first. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
To be fair, that was Hathor's idea.
My sister suggested Mississippi, but that's just her. She's very mature.
It's Star Grazer.
I like Star.
Oh, good.
Mildly disappointed, but
Well, maybe one of the lifeboats could be called the Cheeseboard.
I don't think we should make anybody else suffer through that.
No, I agree. He turns around and the rest of the crew are kind of like awkwardly hovering. Like stopped working midway through, and he goes, the Star Grazer. And you see just the grin. Taran is like, I can work on a ship called the Star Grazer, sir. Frostlion was like, were you going to quit if you didn't like the name? And he's like, no.
Okay, good, because for a long time the main contender was Cheeseboard.
That's not a good name for a ship.
It's a good name for a cheese board.
The name is wonderful. But that's not the real question, is it?
Well, you kind of had my answer.
Yeah, sure.
Barakova?
Why? Well, if you'll have me, then absolutely.
Kitto?
You've got to have me.
Well, I wouldn't want anything else. Well, welcome aboard the Star Grazer. Do be prepared. I dare say it'll be a bit of a shit show getting out of this city. It always is, especially when you built a new ship.
Well, I've got these. And you clunk the potions onto the table.
Brilliant!
I can try and help work in the engine to give it a bit of a boost.
Oh, actually, I'd love that.
I'll set fire to things if you like.
Not what I was expecting your answer to be, but sure.
Also, we found a dragon egg. Can we take that?
Fuck! Yeah, let's go!
Frostlion says, fuck? And we end session.
Why are you always like this?
Smash cut.
Smash cut to the end of session.
And next time we shall pick up with the conversation between Kitto and Frostline, because I really want to do that. It's
Yeah.
like big, good energy, but we shall do that.
Huzzah.
Because I don't want to run super late because it is already 20 to 11. But yes, that is the end of Hathor's arc.
That was really, really good.
It was.